Hello? Hello, everybody! Guess what? We fired Ryan! Yay!
He couldn't show up, so we just got to move on without him.
Well, we fired him for 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
That's
2
it.
weeks. Yeah. Then he's coming back.
We made him go do his other job.
Yeah. So
His
tonight,
actual job.
obviously, I would say by everything that's around us right now, we're not playing Dungeons & Dragons tonight, because without DM Ryan, there is no Dungeons & Dragons.
Instead, we're playing a Jurassic Park RPG.
There's gonna be dinosaurs.
So the slight change of plans, we're actually going to be playing Star Wars tonight.
You
Asshole.
I know. I'm sorry. I tried
It
really
does
hard.
say Star Wars.
But yeah, so we're going to be playing Star Wars Force and Destiny tonight, which I loosely know. I've run like 2 sessions of this before in the past, and none of the characters I had before were Force wielders, and I gave them all Force stuff. So we're doing what's called a night play.
Night.
Yeah. So basically, they're like wannabe Jedi Knights. They have Force powers. Which
We're gonna choke some bitches.
Loosely remember the rules on that. But yeah, so.
Oh, yeah! Also, that guy.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
This is Kenny. So
Hey.
everyone who's ever heard us yell at Kenny, that's Kenny.
me.
That's Kenny.
Oh, and I'm Danny. You probably haven't seen my face very often either. I'm Cucumber's manager.
He yells at him a lot.
He does yell at me a lot.
Yeah.
I try to keep him in check, but I'm sorry, y'all. But hey, at
Not
least
gonna
he's running that channel now, so good for him.
And
Yeah,
on the
that
plus
means-
side, no Cucumber today because he's a giant wimp and didn't know how to play Star Wars things.
Yep.
Yeah, his
Giant
head's
wimp.
getting a little big, so he's
Yeah.
basically he's waiting, biding his time for the big time, I guess. So he's too cool for us now, but whatever.
It's fine.
Yeah,
Joe's still here.
yeah. Well,
Well, it's kind of.
He's
Why
always
so quiet?
here.
Joe's-
whatever.
Joe's-
He's always quiet.
Joe doesn't look so good. I think he's sick.
Oh,
Just been going around.
You take a nap, buddy.
ah,
Take a
pretty
nap.
good.
I just wanted to talk to that guy.
He's so quiet.
All right, so
Yes.
I'm going to read our little crawl, which I forgot to make a thingy for, but it's going to be all pretty.
Do you want me to go? Ba, 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 ba,
Sure, keep doing that.
ba, 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 ba.
So first, I gotta say the important words first, Chunk.
Oh.
All right. So a long
Here we
time
go.
ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
Bam! Bam, ba, 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 ba,
Oh,
ba, ba,
all
ba,
right. So Kenny's being that. All right. So
Ba-bum.
Crucible. The Death Star has been destroyed. The Rebel Alliance journeys through the galaxy, sowing seeds of hope wherever they land, undoing evil and breaking the chains of the weakened Empire. 3 fledgling students of the Path of the Jedi, Bayari Rand, Rajra Carlo, and Steve Johnson,
Steve Johnson.
with no true remaining Jedi Masters to grant them guidance, venture rimward in an effort to bring
Excuse
balance. Rimward, as in the outer rim.
Oh.
We have a
Also,
job.
a stolen Discworld term because I'm a big Terry Pratchett fan.
We have a job with Outer Rim.
I'm literally not listening to anything right now.
I don't doubt it.
You probably should.
I know.
So they venture rimward in an effort to bring balance to the galaxy. After completing a mission for the Rebel Alliance, the 3 would-be knights discuss their recent adventures aboard the Chuncumber.
The Chuncumber.
The
Chuncumber.
Chuncumber is their ship.
Chuncumber.
Something calls to
like it.
Bayari, something she has never felt before. Meanwhile, while the Emperor's grip on the galaxy has been loosened, his hands reach to grasp at new means to regain control. Dot. So we find you guys on the deck of the Chuncumber. Who's piloting?
Me. Pew, 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 pew.
All right, so Steve's.
What are you shooting, Chunk?
Oh, no,
Asteroids.
Steve.
Pew, pew.
So tell us a little bit about your last mission. Whatever you did to help out the Rebel Alliance.
Oh, well, we found some stormtroopers that were like trying to infiltrate one of the secret rebel bases. You guys, we did such a good job,
I
like
loved
taking those
it.
guys out.
I made so much money on
Yeah.
like the extra
Yeah.
supplies. Yeah.
saved
we-
people.
Too bad you don't have a lightsaber.
I know. I have everything but the stupid kyber crystal.
Yeah.
But
We have a nice stick.
I
beep,
mean,
cool stick.
it's not built yet.
Well, let's take this
the
time
handle.
to introduce our characters a little bit
Oh.
more. So let's start with Rajra. over at the
Rah-rah.
end. So it's Kenny.
Raja, I'm a Zabrak consular, Neiman disciple, and I have a little bit of a backstory. I have a debt to settle with somebody, but we'll talk about that later. I don't want to talk about it. I'm happy to be here.
Fair enough.
My name is Bayari Rand. apparently I'm a Togruta, and a few minutes ago I was told that's what Ahsoka Tano is. So if you guys don't know what that is, Ahsoka Tano in Star Wars Clone Wars, the cartoon, that's what she is. She's got like the little thing with the blue and the white stripes and the orange skin with the cute tattoos. So I'm real cute. I'm young, so I've got the short ones, not the long ones. I don't know anything about my character. I'm a mystic and an advisor, and I can protect and unleash things.
Yes, her force power is protect, unleash.
Protect, unleash.
She only gets
And
one.
Yeah.
And your name is Biari, but we call her B.
No, they don't.
That's pretty-
My name is Bayari, and if he makes any references, I will hate him for the rest of his life. Not my life.
Hey, B, can you check out those scans for me? Pew, pew, pew.
Oh, my single
All right,
mystics. Oh, my
Biori.
single mystics. Oh,
B.
I don't know a Biori either. Like
your
the
name?
Biori strips,
oh.
don't know them either.
What's your name?
Bayari. There
Bayari.
you
Okay.
go. Perfect.
Bay.
Bayari.
Okay, my turn.
Yes,
Yes.
your turn, Steve.
Okay, my name is Steve Johnson. It's spelled S-T-E-E-V. Johnson, J-A-N-S-E-N. So, just so you know,
Jansen.
I'm a Tulian? No. Like Kid Fisto, one of those guys.
Not a land.
Not a lot.
Not a land.
Not a land.
I'm a Sicho Knight. And my force power is move.
And you're a warrior.
And I'm a warrior.
Yes.
Yes, I'm pretty badass. I have an orange lightsaber because I found a secret stash of one orange kyber crystal.
Secret stash.
It was kind of one of those ones that like somebody looked at it and went, "What the hell's this?" Tossed it away.
So you didn't really feel the force when you got your kyber
No, I
crystal.
did.
You
It
just
called
snatched
to me.
Felt the
Oh,
luck.
okay.
It called to me.
All right.
Somebody tossed it away
crystal.
like it was trash, but it said, "Chuck, you know, Chuck. My name's Steve.
Steve.
Steve. Woo, 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 woo. Steve. Woo, woo, woo.
Your kyber crystal sounds like Arsenio Hall.
So yeah, I have a lightsaber.
I don't.
I have
have all
one.
the other
What's a
parts.
Shoto lightsaber? I have a Shoto lightsaber.
You have a Shoto lightsaber, yeah. So a Shoto
Shoto.
lightsaber is like you know, in like a katana set. There's like the tonto, which is like the shorter of the.
Cute one.
Yeah. So
Oh,
yours is like
a
slightly
shot-
larger. Yeah. So it's like
shot.
mid-range, shorter lightsaber.
Really?
Like a baby lightsaber.
I could. Oh, I could.
Also, chat time. I would like to point out that I am neither a blue Yoda or a blue Ewok.
You should have seen that coming, huh?
Yeah, I'm a Kid Fisto thing.
Yes, you
Yeah,
are.
he's
You
a
are.
Kid
Fisto.
Fisto.
Like
Now,
squid.
how'd you pronounce that?
Like he's got like the tentacles as hair, and he can swim real
He's
good.
a fish man.
A
It's
fish
like
man.
shape
It's like
of
a
water,
squid
but with
man.
more head tentacles.
Yeah.
Also, in Star Wars, the Clone Wars, he has very good
Yeah.
episodes.
He's one of the cooler things to come out of the prequels.
Yeah.
I do approve of Kid Fisto.
That
I
and
do enjoy
Plo Koon.
Kid Fisto.
Plo Koon is
And
sweet.
actually, all the like
Plo Koon is
major Jedi's in there are pretty cool.
Yeah, they're pretty sweet.
I'm the same as
They good.
All
Darth
right.
Maul.
So back on
you
on
have
the
the
deck
spikes?
of the Chuncumber.
Chuncumber.
You guys
Chuncumber.
are continuing to. So basically, Steve, you're piloting almost blindly because you're only following the feel that Bayari is sensing. So I
I
think
have my
you guys
magic
are.
8-ball, and it's gonna lead me into places.
We're calling her this
I'm
that
a
her
mystic.
spherical holocron is her magic 8-ball here.
So I'll be like, "Hey, Steve, I'm feeling the force. It's pulling me to the right."
Okay.
Wait.
Whatever you say, buddy.
Very double. The left.
Oh, the left.
We should go to the
other right.
left. My force thing
You know, in
said
space,
very
there's
doubtful.
more than left and right, right?
To the left.
Up and down. and
General galaxy left. No leftward.
we're going
way.
up. Everybody up.
That way.
Great. So
No
as
third
you
dimension in space.
you actually do sense that as you go magically leftward,
We're going leftward.
that you
Chat time.
you-
in
The
the
Tipkins. No, not blue fish food. Don't let me come get you.
Oh.
I'll find out where you live.
It's
Okay,
so
go ahead.
weird.
Sorry.
So we're not being in
It
chat.
says,
A
it says
GM.
that to the left the outlook is not so good, so there might be trouble over there.
Okay, you want to tell
Wait.
us? Just make up your mind.
So Bay says to the left,
I'm
to the
just
left.
saying.
Everybody in the Chuncumber go to the left.
yes.
We're like 5 minutes in, and you're already trying to be the funny one.
I don't
Hey.
find him funny
I'm the funny one.
at all.
Everybody.
You're the funny one.
So as you guys continue to talk, you do sense that you're getting significantly closer to the thing that's been pulling at you. But what's odd is it's not. You can't sense whether this is foreboding or whether this is a good feeling or a good sign.
It told me.
I know, but even as you get closer, your connection to it gets stronger.
Wait. Magic 8 ball! Is it my Kyber crystal?
I did not approve of this mechanic.
I can't predict now.
No.
Oh, there
So
you
up in the air. Oh, look, the magic 8-ball's playing.
It's on your side. He is playing.
Chat time.
Yeah.
Can Kron the Barbarian says, can Kron get a refund of his subscription on account of the ship's name hurts Kron's head?
Chuncumber.
No, you can't.
I just want to point out,
It's a classic.
I got this magic 8 ball today as a white elephant gift at a gift exchange.
Nice.
So we're making it work.
So I'm using
We use
it.
what we got.
Um,
We just found the stuff back
so
there.
Steve,
Funny.
you're getting a little frustrated
God damn it!
because you don't know where you're flying, but she just keeps telling you left and right in the middle of space.
We're just wasting gas.
Sorry.
Yes?
That's what we run on apparently.
Yeah.
I'm wasting lasers.
Fossil fuels.
Well, that's you.
Well, there's asteroids and stuff.
You're supposed to maneuver around them.
Nah, it's easy to shoot through
I
them.
guess.
All right, Steve, make a
A dexterity throw.
Dexterity saving throw?
a perception check, please.
How do we do that?
So
These are different
Chunk,
dice.
look at your
These
seat-
are weird
your sheet.
ones.
My sheet?
Your seat?
your sheet.
Uh-huh.
You should have a perception on there.
Do I use the 10?
It's alphabetical.
Perception,
Order.
I have a green die.
1 green die.
One green die, and make this an easy. So one purple die with it, please.
Danny has to tell us which dice.
And it says rank 1 at a bar.
I got a porg and a blank.
Not a porg.
It looks like a porg.
You're looking at it upside down. That's
I
an
know.
advantage.
It looks like.
An
We're
advantage.
gonna go with porg.
It looks like a porg. Danny, you do it because you're closer.
Anyway, so this is the
It's a
symbol for
porg.
advantage.
Yeah,
which
out
I'm
of focus
all of
made
you
us really
hyper
well.
Kids know. Also, hi
can all see
hyper
that.
kids. Thanks for hosting us
Yeah.
tonight. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
We weren't
hello.
expecting that.
Yeah,
So,
thank
hey.
you. Thank you, Hyper.
If you turn the advantage upside down, it looks like a porg. So I'm gonna call
Yes.
it the porg.
I would just like to say these dice were designed before porgs were in anyone's brain.
But now they're there.
Well, we've
At
seen
any
it now.
rate,
That's
so-
all we can think
Hey, at least
about.
it's Star
You
Wars.
fail to see what's coming,
Oh, no, what's
right.
Chunk coming this way?
but you can feel a gravitational pull.
That means
So you can tell you're
Giant
near
ass.
land.
Pulled in.
like when I get really close to Cucumber's mom,
Yep. Just like
in
that.
the
giant
vicinity of
pull.
Cucumber's mom,
Yeah.
I get pulled by her.
She
by
sits
her-
around the galaxy. She
Yeah.
really sits around.
Yeah.
Yes. Neither good nor evil.
Are you going to tell anybody about?
Oh, you guys. I Oh, well, I feel
happening?
like I'm in. What?
Wow, I
Pulled
feel,
some
I
out.
feel this.
We're getting very
Feel
Star
it?
Trek.
Oh god, there it is. We're getting pulled.
getting
You
pulled.
start to hear.
Getting pulled toward the left.
Crap.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
water.
What is
I
that?
hate
I
water.
don't know. I just fly. I don't fix
You
it.
hear explosions down on the one wing. By the way,
Why?
they're in a G9 rigger, which is a light freighter. It looks kind of like a thingy with one wing
And a
thingy.
thingy that goes down.
and like a little fin.
You
Yeah.
guys, I'm looking at the left. There's no wing.
Oh, okay. Apparently the wing came off.
Oh, wait. No, there's
Oh,
never
nope,
been
the
there.
wing came
The
off.
Darn
other
it.
The wing was
side.
never there.
Steve.
It's
It was
never on
never
the side.
there.
Oh, there's the
Oh,
wing.
it's
The
on
wing's
this
on the
side.
Yeah, it's
right
on the
side.
one
It's
side.
yeah.
But you can see while you look out the window that your wing is now on fire.
Send out the
In
droids.
space?
You don't have any droids.
Why
Oh my
do we have
gosh.
droids?
You're broke.
R7.
What? We're-
R7. Oh, we have to sell them for food.
We're badasses. Why are
we
we
shouldn't have
broke?
gotten rid of our
What do we
I
do
thought
with
he
the
just
money?
said he made
Oh.
money.
What do we do with the money
You
that we
blew
just...
it all on something.
Damn it.
Dang it, it must have
You're
been alcohol.
gambling.
Alcohol. I can't help it.
At any rate, you can see that the fire is where your power regulator is. So your systems begin to shut down, and the ship starts to go into a tailspin.
Bypass the compressor.
You can move
Somebody.
things with your
Oh,
thing.
shit. I'm the technical
And
guy.
as you guys, as
You
the
can
ship
move
is
things with
spinning,
your-
you can now see in front of you a planet.
Shit.
Oh.
What color is it?
As you're getting closer, the planet is.
Is it blue? Is it green? Is it
Give me
purple?
one
Is it tan?
All the above.
What color is it? The primate.
It is mostly white.
Ooh, hot.
Ooh.
You can see,
got my
but
spot.
you can see high mountain peaks.
Is it hot?
No,
Is it hot?
no, you're in the outer.
Are you sure
Tell
about
me
half?
it's hot.
Oh, wait.
It sounds like hot.
So just to let you know where you. Yes.
Wait.
Yes.
Chat time.
Chunk. Yes. Thank you.
This is
Conda
what it feels like.
Barbarian says
Deja vu right now. This is
Kenny
great.
should not drink based on the faces he makes.
Oh, yeah, it was real. Didn't expect that.
He can't drink his
Tastes like
alcohol.
that. Yeah. Well, we're spinning in a
You want to
freaking
sit back
ship.
down over on that bench over there where
Yeah,
we put
That's
you
the
in
last
already?
one, I
Do
promise.
you want to go back to your
No, I
audio?
don't. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay,
faces.
sorry, GM.
Yeah. No worries.
My apologies.
This
Thank
is
you,
water.
Chunk. I appreciate that. Look at how much nicer you are to me than Ryan. It's interesting.
I didn't mean to, interrupt.
Oh, that's fine. All right, so
I just was hoping you'd get, I could just,
yeah. So you can see that this planet.
Because I don't mean to be rude.
Right. No, I understand.
No, yeah.
I understand. You finished? All right. So you're hurtling towards this planet. There are sharp mountain peaks coming up at you.
Wait,
at this
we're already
point.
down by the planet?
You're about to hit the atmosphere. You haven't
are
yet, but you're close
so-
enough to see the
Pull up,
massive.
pull up.
Dude, we are so,
And you're right on the edge
Are we still
between
spinning?
the sunny side of the planet and the night side of the planet. So you're-
sunny side.
Huh?
Sunny side.
You're right
No,
in
we're
the
on
middle right
We're on
now.
that line.
And we can't like
so
We're at
turn.
sunset.
Sunset.
Yeah, we're on the sunset line.
Can I control that? Is it like, oh, beep, 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 beep,
You can
beep?
try it. Make
What?
a
What about
piloting
this?
check.
My
about
piloting
you
check.
moving?
Piloting check.
I don't know what that means.
What do I do?
Tell us which
are-
dice to roll.
Well, look under piloting. It'll tell you how many
Oh,
dice
yeah,
to
that's
roll
right.
at
Okay.
one time. Yeah.
That's what these are for.
Piloting, and it should be
Oh.
space or something like that. Because there's two
Yeah, space.
versions. There's one for land and there's
Planetary and
Oh,
space.
planetary
Space.
or space? You want
Space,
space?
you want space.
Two green ones.
Two green ones. And this will be 2 difficulty.
Two purple ones.
And this is average too.
boy.
You know what we forgot to do?
The white ones.
Yeah, we forgot to set the pool.
No, I'm gonna roll these first.
All right. Well, I was gonna help you.
Let
What do we got?
3 porgs and 1 star.
1 failure.
Oh, man.
so let
You careen off into the night side of the planet.
We're gonna die.
great. We are so gonna die.
You can still see that there's snow covering
Sorry,
a lot of
sorry,
this land, but it's thicker on this side right now. You can tell right where that line hits, the second light hits it, the snow starts to melt off.
What?
So you can tell that this planet is constantly freezing, refreezing, like melting and refreezing almost all the time.
Wow.
But
Sounds
now
fun.
you've hit the atmosphere. Everyone make a
no.
dexterity roll, please.
What's that?
that is.
Is under our dexterity.
there you go.
And they're all alphabetical, so you should be able to.
Well, no,
I
we
got
actually-
deception and discipline.
Oh crap! All right,
That's all.
hold on. Let me see what we got.
Well, should I roll the white one while we're waiting?
no.
Yes, please do. Actually, so yeah,
Oh,
roll that
yes.
3 times and tell me the results on each one, please.
The first one is 2 whites.
So 2 light side points,
Whoa.
The second one is
2 more
Same.
light side points,
Yes.
1
1 dark side point. So the current pool
I'm supposed
for
to get 2, aren't I?
what?
You said 3. 3 dice, 3 rolls.
Yeah, just 3. 1 for
2,
each player.
3.
This we should have done at the top of the session.
I thought I
and
got
just
2.
When you actually roll
Oh.
for turns, this isn't for that.
That
This
I
is for-
remember.
Yeah. So right now the Destiny pool stands as 1 dark side point and 4 light side points. So you can use these to upgrade dice to help you, and I can use this to kind of screw you guys or do that thing.
Oh, I already did.
But you can also do so like if all of a sudden you think of something that could suddenly get you out of this situation, now is the time to bullshit it, make it up, and then we
Okay.
can make that part of canon. We can make that happen. And then all that happens is this light side point turns into a dark side point.
Have you crashed yet?
You haven't crashed yet. You've just hit the atmosphere, so that's why you're going
Okay.
to be making these saving throws.
So what did you tell me to pull to fix to get the wing not on fire so we can grab control of the what was it?
Bypass the compressor.
Bypass the compressor. So I want to bypass the compressor because I also have 2 greens, which I think means I'm really good at this type of stuff. And I run to the compressor and pull the lever to bypass it
All right, make a.
so that we can gain control of the ship.
I'll
And-
say make that a computer's check for you,
All right. So computers check.
and that was using a point
2
for
green.
you, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So
2
2
green.
green, and
Come
we'll make
on,
it.
get it.
We'll give you 1 difficulty for that because it was good thinking.
It took too long to roll. All right. So
That's the only kind of thinking I do.
so this no
are you
wrong
doing?
one. Sorry, difficulty.
A purple?
Yep, just
Right.
1 purple.
Thank you. I got 4 porgs. There's gonna be porgs from now on.
4 porgs
And
and
2
2 imperials.
Jesus.
2
Imperial symbols.
they
2
are not
threats?
disadvantages. 2 threats.
So 2 threats and how many advantages?
4
4.
advantages.
4 advantages. So you are not able to bypass the compressor.
Darn it.
Oh,
But 4 is
man.
more than 2.
What you are able to do is let off enough of that pressure that's been, or no, you're able to contain the pressure that's causing you to spin out. So everything that's shooting off into space that's making the tail spin, you're pulling that back and having it fire out the other way, so you start to stabilize.
Stabilize,
I got
stabilize.
good news and bad news.
Yeah. The threat is the fire has now passed to further down the ship's tail
Darn
line.
it.
Can I do anything?
You are mean.
Oh no, I haven't even started.
Well,
So now it's basically it's hitting your accelerators, which are down at the very tip of the wing, which isn't affecting anything else on the ship other than it just means that you won't be able to get off this planet anytime soon until you're able to fix your ship.
We're probably gonna crash.
Well, yeah, so
We're
that's
gonna
what you have to
lose
worry
this
about now.
ship.
But you're stabilized, so now you're hurtling towards the dark side of the planet, just past that night line.
Was that a strain I used for that, by the way?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
I can't think this fast.
Harley Lou Who says, didn't realize that's Kenny. Hi, Kenny. Nice to see you.
Oh, have you never met? You've never met.
Classy
Nobody knows who I am.
Plandor says, hopefully they don't kill Kenny. That's the plan, though.
That
Sorry.
is the plan.
No, it's not the plan.
That joke
How
was
long
in there.
does PC stream for? 2 hours.
2 hours.
2 hours.
2 hours.
2 hours, and we'll go to what
9:30-ish.
9:50 tonight because we started like
Something like
Something
that.
like that, yeah.
I don't know. 9:30, 9:45.
ish. Wherever we end up, we end up.
We don't have a hard
You are
time.
now within a couple thousand or like 1,000 miles to the surface of the planet.
I have something I have a good thing on survival. Can I do something
man.
with survival? But I don't know what I want to do. Like, can I feel the force to see if we're gonna if I can do anything to survive? I suck at
Let's see
the
here.
high pressure stuff.
Kenny,
Yes.
you should make a 4C check.
Thank
so that'll
you.
be on your force map.
I
over here,
have
so you can see
4C.
see a little bit ahead
What
and
is
see
that
kind of what's going on.
sound?
So,
You shush.
4C. I'm rolling a force one.
It should say
One here, it says.
Harley Lou Who
This is our
says,
first
you
time playing this
guys.
game, so thank you for your
know.
I'm
patience.
guessing she said should go for 3 hours. There are some
Limitations.
interesting limitations about that. We wish we could go 3 hours, but
we would love to.
we would love
Physically,
to.
it's impossible.
It's a physics.
Tough, speak for
It
yourself.
hurts.
All right.
That
So do you
hurts.
have any details on your 4C stuff? Over there?
Yes, so 4C. I would like to do, well, control is a big one.
Control things.
So I have, when performing a 4C power check, as part of initiative check, the user may spend.
That's part
Force.
of initiative. So we're not in initiative yet.
What
This
am I
is
in then?
initiative?
Basic
Initiative is when
power?
you're about to go into a fight. So things that you can do right now.
Yeah, can we use our green sheets?
When making a skill check to determine initiative,
Hold on. I'm looking at your thing. Bear
Daddy.
with us, everybody. Here we go.
How to play.
Of course I don't.
One.
No. I just don't have his force thing. Actually, can you just pass that to me?
Sure.
I'll help you.
it says,
Can we
At
use
the
the
bottom.
force?
Crum
Use
the
the
Barbarian
force.
says, that wasn't cryptic at all. Shh. Red Rum Crate
Yeah,
says, their
just
butts
roll
fell
the force
asleep.
die. We'll play it like that. I
Force
could be
die?
wrong.
Do
Who knows?
fall
Yeah.
asleep.
all right,
Just
force
roll,
die.
roll the force die right now and tell me what you get.
That's the white one. One light side.
One
Light
light side.
side.
So you can spend that to have a kind of a blurry vision of the future.
okay, blurry vision. We are going to die. I see a bloody death. Wait,
Here, I'll tell you what.
No,
you
that's
see,
mine.
but-
I missed it.
that's
So-
my future teller.
No.
So what you see,
You can't just steal
you see
people's
Steve
things.
reaching under the control panel,
Okay.
under like the wheel, the grip, and pulling out a big fat red cable. You don't know what it does. You
Steve,
just know that's
There's a
the
big
thing.
fat red cable you should pull.
Okay, I believe whatever you tell me.
As you should.
So you pull the cable, and suddenly the little repulsors at the bottom of the thing flip on, and you start gliding down, still very quickly and out of control, but to the point where you feel like you're probably not going to die when you make contact.
I have a question.
Yes,
Yeah.
Did he do that because I said it? Or was he already going to do it?
that's
You'll
the
never
mystery
know.
of
Because-
time, isn't it?
Wow.
I'm gonna shoot some of these mountains just in case.
Stop shooting things, please.
Pew, pew, pew.
Yeah, I like when you shoot things. I think it's funny.
We're going to die.
So you guys crash into the side of a mountain.
It's fine.
But you hit it hard enough to not take any wounds. Just each of you take 2 strain.
Okay.
Your ship is completely out of order.
I don't mind strain. Wounds.
All right, so what do? You're now landed on this planet. You don't know exactly where you
boy,
are. You know
okay.
it's an icy planet.
There's a snow. My snow boots.
Is this? Are we?
I have some equipment in the back to keep us warm. We're almost out of food. I think we should get some food.
Let's get some food.
Well, check. You all have inventory of things that you
Oh,
actually have.
that's
on
good
the
to
map.
know.
Yeah, you can't make things up.
I
You
think we should
can
get
if you
some.
want to flip a point and say that you have the thing. That just makes
Where's
things
the
more fun for
inventory?
you.
Personal gear. It's on
Personal
the
gear.
back.
I have
Here.
a comlink, climbing gear, and a glow rod. So, you guys are all with me, so I don't need the comlink. Let's go climb a mountain.
Yeah.
What have some
Why?
electrical binoculars?
Well, I mean, what else are we gonna do here? I mean, there's mountains. They're beautiful, and
Well, I mean,
Gosh darn it, we have
the
to find-
ship at least provides some shelter.
look, something drew you here. So
Yeah, and we
I
can-
No,
think we
it
need
drew
to.
me to the left, and then y'all
left.
found a planet,
Oh.
and you just killed us.
If everyone turned this way, and then now on the left is where we just.
But remember your faith, Bayari.
Oh, that's right.
No, I didn't want
Bay.
faith. I don't know
Bay
why
has
that's
faith.
there.
When Bay gets lemons, she makes lemonade.
I'm gonna walk.
Ah!
I'm gonna
Yes, Chunk.
Crumb the Barbarian says,
unhook my mic.
cut open Chunk and use him as a warm, slimy chunk
We-
tent.
Chunk is
Chunk
not on
Chunk
that.
is not chunk, yeah.
Chunk is not on that.
Otherwise, we
planet.
would. At least like mittens. He's pretty small. That's pretty sick. I'm sorry. Sorry, Chunk.
So what should we do?
Why are you looking at me?
Because you're the one telling us what
So
we're doing.
that was a good suggestion.
So you should probably kind of see if we can feel
you-
a lot more of that.
yeah,
pull.
can you feel something?
Let's see if I can feel anything. Should we leave the ship? My force powers.
We haven't left the ship
Ask
yet.
again later.
Oh
We
my
shouldn't leave the
gosh.
ship.
Maybe we should get out of here
This
for a
is
minute.
so
Maybe
like
we
us.
should try
Maybe
to
I should try to fix the
fix
computer.
the ship.
See if there are any like readings.
Just in case, and then we can go exploring.
Yeah.
I feel like okay.
I
fix the
grab a
ship.
tricorder and I go.
Wrong property. Wrong
Yeah.
IP.
We don't have tricorders.
No tricorders.
We are so
Any kind of
sick.
similar technology?
I have a comm
Data
link.
pads exist.
I have a
Data pad. I
comm
take my
link.
data pad
Comlinks.
and I
Can
go
I-
data pad.
Can I use my?
Computer. Computer.
It does not respond.
Oh, do I have to push buttons?
Yeah.
Beep, 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 beep.
What are you
you're
looking
really
up
good
on
at
the
that.
data pad?
I'm having to check. Use the sensors to check for things.
Oh,
Oh,
sensors.
things nearby.
That's
Yeah.
a great idea, Steve.
We'll pretend that data pad has that for right now.
Well, it's talking to the computer. Okay, I
Oh,
got the
so,
computer.
so you're talking to the ship.
I'm
through
talking
your
to the
data
ship.
pad. Okay. So the ship basically just tells you that there are massive structures on the other side of this mountain range that you've crashed on, and you're close to the peak of these mountains. You've crashed like along the side. So like if this is it, your guys are like right here.
Okay, so we should climb the mountain maybe to go to the other side.
Yeah, so you know that there's some sort of large structure. Some things made of durasteel, so you know at least modern civilization has been to this planet. But the other things you can't figure out what those structures are.
Can we see people or can we?
You're still in the ship.
The ship can't. Okay. No life on
Okay.
it.
I think we should climb up high to high ground.
Can we? Let's beam down. Wait. I'm sorry. I was wrong.
I already made that joke.
We should probably climb to the top and maybe I can use my electro binoculars to have a look
Ooh.
around.
Nice.
Fancy.
Fancy. So I have climbing gear.
fancy.
Is climbing gear means I have it for everybody, or do I have to go by myself?
You have one set, so it's like you got one hook and some rope, but everyone can use the same hook and
Oh,
rope.
perfect. We
So,
can, it
yeah.
can support all of us.
Yeah.
I think we're.
Let's do that.
Let's do that. Okay.
Barry,
we're-
you have like a survival pack too, so you have some
Oh.
things that you could help people with.
Oh, I do have a survival. I have a thermal cloak, a survival knife, a distress beacon, and a bunch of other crap.
She's a survivor. She's
Kron
a survivor.
Kron says weird.
never
Kron
thought-
doesn't think Kron's ever seen any sort of wireless networking in Star Wars.
Yeah,
Now that Kron thinks about it, maybe Kron should maybe just mind his own business and maybe just enjoy the show.
I would like to say
Maybe.
that's not true because they have the portable hollow things. They
That's
also have
true.
comlinks.
Yeah.
Comlinks as a whole. That's
Yeah.
wireless.
That's right.
And that upside down razor that Qui-Gon uses, that's wireless.
We have monster chess. We have all of
Yeah.
it.
And the droids are
Hollow chest
wireless.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah. You know.
Boring.
Hello, chess.
All right, so that's what you guys do. You guys are heading outside.
Yeah, let's climb
So
up
you're
the
using your
mountain.
climbing
I'm
rope.
using my climbing gear. Guys, come aboard.
Make a survival check while you're using your climbing
all
gear.
right.
please.
Survival check.
Climbing up a mountain.
Average difficulty because
Climbing up a
you know
mountain.
how to use these things.
I know.
Climbing up a
I'm like
mountain.
whoever
I'm a
the
Jedi
equivalent
with a
of the
lightsaber. Climbing
Steve
up a
Irwin is.
mountain.
Oh, Steve Irwin died. I'm doing the wrong one. I have
Yep.
2 green ones. I want to use the force for everything.
And is that
This is so. if
survival,
I,
right? So you should have a yellow in there, yeah?
I do have. You're right. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. 2 yellow. So do I do these? That's
If
it.
that's what you're trained in, yeah. So,
Yeah, just 2 of these. No green.
Yep. So 2 yellow against 2
I'm
purple.
good.
So that's average difficulty.
Sweet. For me. All right. I have a success, 2 advantages. Oh boy. 2 failures and gosh, nothing. And a was that threat?
So
So is that 0?
so
So sorry. So 2
Stay in your screen.
So 2 failures.
Two failures. Well, dang it. So 1 success then, huh?
Yeah, one
Well,
success.
2 failures against 1 success is
I have
1 failure.
1 failure. I have 2
Two
advantages.
2 advantages.
2 porgs and a threat.
And a threat. So
An
you
imperial
have
sign.
1
So that means
advantage.
okay.
Correct, I think,
Yes,
left
that's
over?
correct. 1 advantage
So
and
you have
1
1
failure.
advantage left over. So you didn't actually succeed in hooking on your climbing gear. It's just too slippery.
Sorry,
the
guys.
ice is too slick. It's
Oh,
just
man.
it won't catch, or if it does catch, you're not sure if you're hitting rock or if you're hitting shelf ice or anything like that. So you decide to look around, and your advantage is you happen to see a clear-cut path through between these 2 peaks. It's like
Okay.
someone makes this walk often, and so there's a trampled down area between the 2
Nice.
peaks.
All right. Hey guys, are they like behind me as I'm climbing up
Yeah.
the Kodak Mountain? All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Guys,
So
I see a path over there.
Why are you yelling? We're right here.
Yeah, we're literally right next to you.
Okay, let's go that way.
I'll be all my jokes for Snowy Mountains. Okay, so we are going to. Are we going to do? Should we go that way to the path? Yeah.
Yes.
So right now it's basically like when 2 mountains are close together, or like when the top of one is kind of carved out. So you're between these uppermost 2 peaks in this little kind of
Like a
shelf.
valley.
Yeah, like a valley, but not nearly as deep. You're not at floor level. You're still at mountain
Little
range.
valley.
So it's like you're at the top of a mountain and there's just a dip between peaks.
Okay.
And so you're now looking down. Are you using your binoculars?
Yes.
Okay, so you use your electro binoculars, and actually make a perception check, please.
How many's that?
For me?
Let me see.
What did I say? One
Perception?
1 green die.
1 green and 1 yellow.
1 green, 1 yellow, and we'll make this easy since you're looking down. You actually have a really good vantage point, and the zoom on your electro binoculars is pretty damn good. So
Pretty damn good.
So I got a success and
a triumph.
A triumph.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with this triumph, so you see this entire valley before you. You see off to the east there are a whole bunch of ruins, like ancient, thousands of years old ruins, but not particularly, like they don't look like they belong to any temples or anything. It looks like a people has been here and has long since gone on in the galaxy, left this planet behind. But then off to the west, what you can see is these very angular durasteel sort of like compounds. So it's just like there is some sort of like factory thing going on, and then further off on the southwest, you can see large, like a comms tower sort of thing. So there's gray, fancy, newish buildings over here, ruins over that way, and yeah, the comms tower up.
Could I use my comm link to try to connect to the comms tower? Would that be possible?
What's the range of your comm link? Does it say?
It does
A lot.
not. It says very far, farther than any other comm link.
That's
Yeah,
a
I'm
lie.
sure it does.
Personal gear, comm link.
Yeah, let me find gear.
I mean, comms tower.
Oh, crap.
Thank you, Lotray
What happened?
Kib. He said, Lotray Kib said, all
He's
right,
gonna
gonna
look.
look. Have a great stream. So I said, thank you.
Thanks for the lurk and thanks for popping in. Comlink, I found it. I think.
May I use my lore to find out more about the little city?
Yes,
if
you
I know
can.
anything?
Yes, you can.
Great. I'm gonna do that while you look up things. Do you want to do easy, medium, or hard?
For
I
you,
got 2 yellows.
we'll make it average. 2 purples, please.
Okay, I got 1 failure, 2 imperial signs. I don't know what those are called.
Those are
2 successes
Threats.
and 1 porg.
one
One
advantage.
porg.
So you have a
So,
success.
so yeah, one
I
success,
have 1 success and that's it.
2 and one.
Because
One
there's
success
a-
and one.
and one threat.
1 advantage
threat.
and 1 threat.
Yeah.
So they.
One success, one threat.
One success and 1 threat is what's left over.
Oh, 1 threat.
Yeah.
This one, I forgot this one.
So you realize that these ruins belong
Porg.
to.
Not porg. Porg.
You now know what planet you're on. You're on a. You recognize this. You've studied this planet. The planet is Renvar.
Renvar, like
Renvar.
the.
Rhenvar, 2 words. It's a mountainous, ice-covered planet just off the Perlmian trade route near the Tian cluster. It has countless ancient ruins. It's home to an alleged imperial listening outpost, which is why you've never really intentionally come this way before. You know that the people here have long since left. You know that they were educated, they were learned, they were kind of they weren't particularly religious, so they didn't line up with the Jedi, but they were knowledge seekers, so they respected the Jedi. Like, they understood each other.
Respect.
But the people, again, have long since gone, and the Empire has used this as a listening outpost for quite some time. So that's what you learned.
This takes
I
place.
would like to tell them that I think that comm tower is the listening thing for the Imperial people, and that the ugly buildings are probably their barracks. Because that's what I'm deducing from that. Deducing? Deducting. Either. Deducifying.
Deducericious.
Deducelicious.
So you tell them that. How do you guys react? How would you like to proceed?
Whoa! That's. I'm upset I remember that. That's right.
The weather starts to get to you.
Oh
no.
Get to us, meaning like get to us mentally or like reach us?
Physically,
Oh, okay.
it's very cold. It is extraordinarily cold. For some reason, though, you feel a pull toward the barracks.
Cool. Well, it's a good thing I'm wearing my thermal cloak. Because I am.
So yeah, you're perfectly comfortable.
I'm fine. I'll be like, I really feel like we should go over to those barracks.
Yes, please.
That sounds a great idea.
I mean, they're probably bad guys there, but I think we should
fine.
go over there.
I'm pretty badass, so I can take them.
Let's sneak over
Just
there.
Steve is
freezing.
badass.
I don't know what to do.
We're gonna sneak.
All right, all of you make a stealth check, please. We'll make it one roll just for the sake of it. Who's the strongest in stealth?
I have 2 green.
I have 2 green.
I have 2 green as well.
Well,
no
you
rank,
suck.
no career.
Since you have the high
Rock.
ground and you have a better vantage point again, we'll make this easy.
Cool. We all go stomping in.
Yep.
We have
We
1
failed.
advantage and 2 failures. Rock.
So yeah, I mean the failures don't stack. It just means you don't succeed.
Yeah. Double failure.
Oh, but you had a threat,
No.
No.
An advantage.
an
It was an
advantage.
advantage, yeah.
All right, so you're not stealthy, but at the same time you're lucky because no one is outside right now.
Yay.
And you had an advantage, correct? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I guess that would be the advantage.
So I sneeze.
So you guys are tromping along like a bunch of loud idiots.
Ba-ba-da.
But you do see.
Steve, be quiet! Be quiet, Steve!
You see, as you continue to head down the side of this mountain, which is, it's as far as mountains go, it's pretty short on this side. It's much steeper on the side you crashed on. So luckily you crashed as high as you did. So you reach ground level pretty soon, and as you look off to the west and you see the compound, you notice that deep in the center it looks like what could be a landing pad, or there's some very odd construct in the center of the ground which is flush level. And there's a bit of like a raised, like not quite stadium seating, but there are raised benches and one small tower that look upon this particular pad.
Weird.
You do hear activity coming from inside that building.
What does it sound like?
Perception check, please.
Okay, here we go. That is 2 green for me.
Can I have that little cord that I
And
like
2
to
purple to match? That's an easy one,
little
right?
That's
Cord.
easy.
It works.
Oh, that
Nice.
one.
I like that. All right, I got
Just say charger.
3 advantages and 1 threat.
3 advantages, 1 threat. So
bareback.
Okay, bye.
as you're trying to get a better listen, you can't make out anything. You're not sure if what you're hearing is machinery or if you're hearing voices. There's like hums and tinkers and all this kind of stuff. So it could just be something running on its own, or it could be people moving around. You're not sure. But as you continue to move to get a better vantage point audibly, you do find a couple of doors.
He moved audibly?
Fair. I did say that. Yeah. So you notice a couple of doors. One is the whole
A
compound is like
couple of doors?
yes, a couple, 2.
2 doors.
A couple is 2.
Door number 1, door number 2.
I ain't no Ryan. So it's one long rectangle against the side of
Not a square, a rectangle?
A long
yeah,
rectangle.
a long rectangle. Or a rectangular prism, if we're going to be that douchey about it.
Can be.
And you can see that it extends into the mountain itself. So this bunker could be very, very large. Beyond this, one door is right on this edge, and the other one you see is toward the center of the front of that rectangle.
So describe the doors again, so we can go.
So you're coming down the mountain right here.
Okay.
There's one door right next to you, and then there's like a larger front door. And they're both blast doors. They both have computer consoles next to them. And you know that those doors are
Which one's the
I
safer
think
one?
we should hack into the door.
Yeah, Can I go try open the door?
which one?
The safer one.
Can we shoot it
Which
to
one is that?
open
Which
it?
one do you think that is?
The smaller one.
The smaller one.
Yeah.
The one
Yeah.
closer to you?
Yeah.
You shoot it to hack it,
Sure.
right? Star Wars style.
Generally, you shoot the doors to keep them shut.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
that's
I
the
thought
opposite.
opens
Make them
it. Sorry.
inoperable.
You're right.
So if you want to hack it, we'll make that a computer's check for you.
Computers check.
Just when we didn't bring a
Which
droid.
is, I
We should have
have
brought a droid. I
two
told you guys we should
green
have brought a
die for
droid.
computers check.
Okay, computers check. I have 2 grain and a rank. Nope, just kidding. No ranking.
Well,
Computer check?
Steve made the call, so he's making this check.
Oh, yeah, you the man.
So what's your roll?
2 green.
2 green,
Dos verdes.
1 purple.
2 porgs and an imperial sign.
2 advantages and 1 threat.
2
That good?
advantages, 1
Can we get a
threat.
success, please?
So you don't succeed,
Aw.
unfortunately.
Success.
But the door opens anyway.
Not at all. You realize that you were running on outdated software. You can't get in this
Windows
way. So you know
95.
you're not going to waste any more of your time trying to hack in because your data pad it can't communicate.
They're running.
The threat is you can hear movement coming toward that door now.
Whoa.
All right. Want to try the other door?
Guys, why are we even trying to get in here?
Because there's sounds.
It's cold
and
outside.
It's cold.
I am
and you're being pulled.
freezing.
Your ship is inoperable also.
And our
so
ship
you need to find equipment.
is not working.
Okay, I get ready for battle. I pull out my lightsaber.
Shit.
You know what?
No?
You can
Does
do
it look
whatever
bad?
you
Can I
want.
foresee and see what's coming through the
Okay,
door?
yeah, do that first.
I,
Sure, try it. Make a roll.
All right. We're doing this one, right?
Yeah.
2 dark
2
side.
dark side.
So you can pull one of those and give me a point, or you can just not have a vision.
I want the vision. Let's do it.
All right. So you sense,
I
and this is going to be vague.
Okay, it's
You
vague.
sense horrible fear,
Oh, God.
cruelty,
Ugh.
danger,
Yeah.
dark side, and buried deep within, hope.
Is it,
Now
is
we
it awoken?
have to go.
Or is it asleep still?
You don't know.
That's
Darn it. That's later. Okay, that doesn't tell me anything. So, fear. So something's happening. Something bad's happening in there, but there's something good.
You also sense a lot of the presence of many beings.
Okay, I feel like there's somebody's in trouble. I think we should go in there.
I'm good with that.
But I mean, maybe they can help us after we
Yeah, let's
save
go
them
in.
or something. I don't know. I've just sensed
Let's go.
something.
Let's go. Be cool.
Let's,
So you
let's
guys
do
are,
it. Okay,
are readying for battle?
we're ready for
Yeah.
Can I
battle.
try and hack into the computer?
Sure.
I'm gonna try it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use the same rolls you gave him.
Is that what you have?
Yeah, because I have 2.
All right.
I got 1 success, 3 porgs, and a disadvantage. Whatever the imperial sign.
Yeah.
That a
It's
disadvantage?
a threat.
That's the same thing.
1 threat, 1 success, and 3
3
advantages. Advantages.
Okay, so one
got a
of
success.
one of the advantages, and the disadvantage cancel out. So you
So
have a
we
success
failed
and
again.
2 advantages. Okay, so you're able to hack open the door.
These fuckers don't know
Thank
what
you,
they're
babe.
doing.
The door swings
Please
open.
stop calling me babe.
Your advantages
You're not.
are
Yeah.
that the people who
They
were
are.
running toward the door that you were opening decided that they didn't hear anything, and they
Great.
turn around and they start to check out the door further down the hall on the right, the main door. But what you see are they look like they're young Imperial Navy. So they're wearing brown jumpsuits. They have the long black helmets. They're maybe in their 20s. You can tell they're recruits, but as they run, you can tell that they're all messed up. Like they're sore. They're limping. Somebody's arm is bending the wrong way. Like, but they look
Ouch.
tough and they look mean, but they also look
Yeah.
terrified.
I don't like them.
Terrified.
So they're headed to check out the other door. As you look down, and you can so now you're in this door facing down that way. So what you see, the larger door there, which they're going to check out, and there are on the left side various tunnels heading down there. You can see 2 from where you are. You don't know how far this corridor goes. It looks like it goes on for quite a while.
Am I able to like sense anything? Like, can I sense that good person, the hope? that he spoke about? Oh, there's an emergency alert. Strong winds overnight, creating extreme fire danger.
California's on fire right
California's
now,
on
by the
fire,
way.
everybody. So
Yeah, also, we hope all of our hyper friends are
Yes.
doing
Yeah.
well.
Please be safe. Hope you guys are okay.
Yeah.
Is that where Cucumber is? Maybe he's going to make sure that everything's okay over there.
If I know Cucumber, he's definitely not doing that.
far
No,
away.
I don't think
Opposite
so.
reason.
Yeah, so can I because I'm assuming, because he didn't say it, but I'm assuming he told us of what he felt in his vision thing.
Yeah.
So am I able to sense any of that hope that he spoke about? Any more of it?
Okay, to turn this into a roll, because I don't know how to do it, I'll
Okay.
create it. We'll make this.
'Cause I have Mystic Advisor, and I don't know what that does because I keep looking at it and I just can't figure it out.
Most of that stuff has to do with combat. And all of
Okay.
that. But your force powers are underneath that. But yours, again, it's more your force
What about
powers are
my
more
faith?
combat related.
What about my Cosmic Force?
That's more what just drives you as a character.
Shit!
What drives you?
But we'll say, because this place did pull to you, we're going to allow you to make these kinds of navigational rolls. So we'll say this is, we'll make this a perception check for you.
Okay. That's going to be 2 yellows and a green.
Yeah. And we'll make this one average. So 2 purple.
purples.
All right. So we
I
have.
got 1 success, 1 failure. They cancel each other out. I have 4 porgs and 3 imperial signs, which that means I have 1 porg.
So one
advantage.
You're not sure. It's the hope is here. You sense the same thing that he sensed, but again, you also sense that it's.
Can you sense it?
It's hidden. It's buried, and you're not sure what it is, what it means, or where it's coming from. But you know that you're in the right place and that you were meant to be here at this time.
Okay. Does it draw me any direction specifically?
No.
Through the tunnels?
No.
No, great.
But your advantage is those men who went to check out the men and women who went to check out the door. There are 4 of them. 4 of them.
You didn't catch it.
They were satisfied, and you see that they moved past the first 2 corridors that you could see to a 3rd one and make a left. So you know that now that there are at least 3 corridors. So you know you have a better lay of the land. You understand where you are a little bit more.
Did they come out of the first or second?
You don't know because they were already out.
Can we go?
Oh, okay.
Guys, can we go towards the? You said that's screaming, but towards the noise.
The noise that you that you're inside,
Yeah.
you can start to decipher what those noises were.
Okay.
So the main one was, yes, indeed, there was talking, there were footsteps, and that belonged to the 4 people there. But there is also, you can hear the beeps of droids. You can hear, other types of machinery going, things like air filtration, heating, that sort of thing. Because it's nice and toasty in here where it's freezing outside. So you guys are doing much better.
That's
in
all I
here.
really want to know.
But other than that, you're not hearing much. Every now and then you can hear a groan or a scream.
Are they droid-like screams? Are the droids being tortured or something?
These
or
are from biological beings.
Oh.
In that case.
You obviously can't tell what race, but you can tell people are suffering. Yeah. But you're not sure how. You're not sure why.
Is that coming from either the first or second tunnels?
You can't tell. It's too echoey.
just
The
everywhere.
Durasteel is just bouncing around. So where would you like to proceed?
Hey, do you guys think we should go through one of these tunnels?
Yeah, I think we
The
should.
first one or second one, or do you think we should go to the 3rd one where those guys were running to? Because maybe they could have been checking on something.
That might have.
Were they just going through all of doing the rounds, or are they just actually? Are they going with purpose, or are they just kind of just walking back and forth?
They came because they heard you messing with the door.
Oh, so let's
And
follow
then
them.
once they
Good
checked it
idea.
out, they decided, no, that's fine.
Maybe
We're
we
just
should-
hearing things. Maybe it was the wind.
Because
I have
if
an
if they're guarding the place, then maybe we should go where they're not.
That's what I was
Where they
thinking.
came from.
I always think we can kill them and then put their costumes
There's
on.
only 2 of them.
Costumes.
2 of them?
Four of
They're-
4 of them.
4.
And then we'll just say that last one's at the bathroom, and we just take them. There's us 3 are back, and now too much work.
Yeah, that's too much work.
Okay,
Let's
fine.
go to the one where they're not.
The
Where they
first
came
tunnel
from.
or the second tunnel? Pick.
Yeah, the
First tunnel.
Okay, we're
First
going to go
tunnel.
down the first tunnel.
So you go down the first tunnel. It actually stops pretty short. This one doesn't dig that deep into the mountain at all. You can tell that this is mostly barracks. This is places you can see these rooms, and you've been to places like this before while you've been across the galaxy, so you know how a lot of Imperial holdouts are laid out. So you know, okay, those are sleeping quarters. That's a mess hall, and then there's an observatory sort of room, like a security room.
They want to check for resources, or just go down the hall.
What's that?
He's just
check?
explaining what
Yeah.
we're seeing
Okay.
right
So
now.
you're seeing doors on either side. So it's like barracks on either side, barracks on either side, a mess hall, large, carved in on the right, and then on the left, there's a couple unmarked rooms that are kind of like anything rooms, like the junk drawer of a building design. You don't know what's behind them. Further down, you know that there's like a security room, and that one is firmly locked and shut. But the other ones are open, and thankfully for you, unoccupied.
Sweet. You guys want to go explore that junk room?
Yes.
Yes.
We should.
We're going to go explore the junk room.
All right, so you explore the junk room, and for the most part, it's junk.
Can we find anything to fix our ship?
Thank you. I forgot.
How about a
one.
whole ship? Would there happen to be a whole ship ready for us?
Are there any
Not in
keys?
these rooms. No, the rooms are much
no
too
keys. Okay.
small. Let's see. I don't know if there's a search roll, so we'll just say you looked, and I'll just tell you what you find.
Great.
So, inside of most of these crates, it's mostly food. It's mostly just rations, stuff to keep people alive, but barely. Clearly, the Empire doesn't care about taste. It's mostly like nutrition, meat bars. It's like everything looks like a really sad Slim Jim.
Meat
Like, it's
bars.
just depressing. You do find in one box, you find a pair of cortosis gloves.
Ooh.
What does that mean?
What does
That's
that do?
fancy.
Cortosis gloves, cortosis is a
gloves.
metal that allows a wielder, whoever's wearing them, can actually stop or disrupt lightsaber blades if they're wearing them. So it's a very wonderful tool for the Empire, especially when Jedi pop up. And
Right.
How come they don't make whole outfits out of that instead of just gloves?
they do. You just don't have them.
We have the gloves.
Gloves.
Okay, so just know that if you go to your stuff, you're about to fill it in. You're all good.
I put
All
it
right.
under my weapons and armor.
Yeah, so the skill will be Brawl. You get
Ooh.
a +1 to Brawl damage. You crit at 4.
I don't know what that means.
Range is engaged because you have to be like in the space fighting with them. And then special, just write down Cortosis. And you know through all of your travels how extraordinarily rare these gloves are. And the fact that they're here is very odd. It makes you wonder.
Did they know we were
Here.
coming?
No, I
Well,
don't
there is a listening tower. No, I don't think so.
think they might.
So nothing
okay,
else here?
So that's it? That's all we found?
That's all you find. Is,
Get out of here.
yeah.
Let's get out of there. Let's go down the second tunnel.
Yes.
Yeah?
So you loop around.
Loop around, go down the second tunnel.
You head down the second tunnel. You go to your left, and it's set up mostly the same. This one goes much deeper, but it's mostly just more barracks. A lot of them. So it goes like if this room or if that first hallway was like 200 feet long, this one is easily 500 feet long, and it's just a lot of like bunk beds, foot lockers, that sort of thing.
Is there a room that could possibly be 500 feet long with difficulty? As opposed to easily 500 feet long?
For you, Chen? Sure.
Yeah, okay.
A difficult
Nice
500 feet.
This stupid question. As we get deeper in, do we feel any presence of that thing that I tried to see earlier?
Actually, now that you're one row over, instead of feeling more hope, you feel it starting to slip away, and you start feeling pain and anguish. All three of you feel pain and anguish, suffering, hatred, rage, all sorts of, and fear. A lot of fear.
But is it getting stronger?
It's getting stronger now that you're this deep in. Yeah. There's also another security room down this hall, about roughly like in line with where
I think we should go in the security room. Maybe there's some monitors. We can see what's going on.
That's
Instead
a
of
good
walking-
idea.
Yeah.
Let's do
Let's do
that.
that.
Okay.
I put my hand on my lightsaber in case there's anybody in there.
Can we?
I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Can we cut a circle through the door, like
Maybe we should start opening
Maybe
the door
we should
first.
try the easier
I
route.
want to use my shorter lightsaber, but fine. Okay, go ahead. Let's try.
Let's start opening the door.
Computers,
Press
Computer!
right? Mechanics?
open.
Yeah. So if you're trying to just use the keypad or hack it, make that a computers check. Whoever's doing that.
Computers? Do you want it 1, 2, 3 purple?
3 purple.
What we were doing for the outside, 1? Or
Yeah, the outside was 1.
We'll do it 1 as well, because now you actually have more knowledge about what system they're using. So I'd
Okay.
say that
Linux.
you're more in
Linux.
tune with. Yeah. Linux.
I got 1 success and 1 advantage.
All right. So the door opens. It just opens up,
Awesome.
and you
Sweet.
see
Good job,
the
Bayari.
back of an Imperial naval trooper He's at his station. He didn't hear you come in, or if he did, he just assumed that's the next guy coming in to do, like, watch over him or whatever. So he doesn't turn to meet you.
Force choke him.
You don't have that.
Read your paper.
You can kind
wanna
of see
force
the
choke
future.
somebody.
That's your power.
Force choke somebody.
I force push him.
Why didn't you just
use
lightsaber
move?
him?
No,
I don't
we
want to
don't
kill
kill
the
him.
guy.
Oh.
We're the
I
good
just want to knock
guys.
him out.
You also have
These are the
blasters
bad
with
guys.
stun
That's
settings. You have all
Okay,
kinds
blast
of
him with a
other-
stun setting.
Okay.
We did kill a lot of people.
That's
All
the
right. Since
sound
he
of
doesn't see
it.
you coming, the roll will be ranged ranged light. So make a ranged light check, please.
Yours, so tell me what we're doing.
Orange light, 2 green ones.
2 green?
Yes.
Any purple?
Nope. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
Does it
sorry.
matter?
1 purple. 1 easy.
1 success and 1 porg and 1 imperial. So 1 imperial. What's that called? Disadvantage?
Threat.
Threat.
So
1 success, 1 threat.
you succeed, but when you shoot him and knock him out on the stun setting,
bad.
when he falls, his elbow hits the
Shit.
the alarm, and he falls over. And
Sorry, guys. Sorry. I've been on audio before. I know what that sounds.
I go immediately and I go turn it off.
Yes.
False
alarm, everybody.
You still hear footsteps coming
Can we say
from
false?
every.
False alarm.
Footsteps everywhere.
I shoot the
Han
alarm.
Solo,
You
that's
shoot
it.
the alarm. Sure, you shoot the alarm.
The door closed?
Fizzles out. No, because you shot the alarm. You didn't shoot the doors.
What do we see?
Right now? Oh, in the monitors?
Yeah.
Like in everything. Like
totally forgot
what
about
do we
that.
see?
Okay, well, the door is still open behind you. In the room itself, it really is just an observation station with a bunch of comms in front of them. But what you're looking at, there's 3 main. What?
Sorry. Classy Clandor says force. Gently move them to the side. I should have forced it.
So there are 3 main monitors. One you can see has an image of several of the barracks kind of splashed together to make sure that people are behaving.
Right.
Another one you can see is a bunch of prisoners. Some people are in rebel garb. They're in either pilot outfits or civilian outfits. They're the ones who are huddled together, sobbing, and just shaken and afraid.
Okay.
Oh, poor babies.
And the last
Oh,
one
we should save them.
appears to be some sort of like, it's like a zoo or like a menagerie. There's a bunch of strange animals that you can tell are not indigenous to this planet.
Oh, it's like Superman's place.
Make a shoot one of the.
Should do
I
my
have a
lore check.
doo.
Well, not the lore check. What's the one? There's another education one.
There
is.
Should be right next to lore.
Yes.
Outer Rim? Education?
Outer rim. Do the
Outer rim?
outer rim check, please.
Intelligence?
Okay. 1 purple, 2 purple, 3 purple?
On this one, 2
Okay,
purple.
2 greens.
Yeah.
Purple tool.
Okay, so I got 1 success and 1 advantage.
Okay, so not only do you.
You get so excited when I get successes.
So what you see are 2 like 1.5 meter tall
specific. I
bipedal
like it.
predatory animals.
Okay.
And you recognize them as Katens. And you know that
Like
they
Chris
are
Katens.
force-sensitive animals. And your advantage is you actually know how they capture their prey. And what they do is they reach into the minds of their prey and they make themselves appear to be a friendly thing. So they're like a giant Venus flytrap. Well, not giant, but they're like a Venus flytrap sort of situation where it's like, oh, you look like a friend, so I'm going to approach you. But you can tell that they're not happy with their situation either. They're all crammed in. There's far too many to a cage. They're barely being fed. They're barely being watered.
You water them?
Yeah.
Yeah, you water animals. It's a
Yeah,
thing.
Venus flytraps.
Not like
You just put them on top
With
of it.
feelings.
There you go, little
You make a good
animal. You've been
stew.
watered.
you talk about watering horses. That's a thing. That's what I'm thinking. I'm picturing them as kind of like weird little,
Okay, well.
so little
okay.
bipedal things. They're from Felucia, which is a place where like
Felucia.
rancors and a couple other larger creatures are from. But these guys, anyway, so it just seems very odd to you that someone brought them from this very tropical planet to this very frozen planet,
Yeah.
crammed them into a thing.
Immeasurable.
But you don't have a lot of time to think about that
Yeah,
right
really?
now because again, those footsteps, that stomping is getting a lot closer, and there is a full squad coming down the hall.
Are there
towards
any
where
other
you guys
ways out of that room other than that door we came in?
There's the one door.
We should
Okay, so
probably
just
close the
leave.
door.
No, we're stuck in there then.
We
have
could
to leave.
either. Oh, are there any panels
Thank you.
up on top?
Up on top?
Duct.
Yes.
Gotta be a
You
duct
see
somewhere,
that
air
there's
duct.
a large, a wide enough ventilation panel right above. So like where the console is, if you were to step on it, you could probably reach it with your fingertips.
Hey, Steve, can you throw us up there with your
Yeah,
force
can I
powers and
force
then
push them
jump
up
up there like
I feel
Yoda?
like we could just.
Sure, try it.
Get
Or can we just climb up there?
Like I said, fingertips, like if you're on tippy toes on the
we get on
console,
the chair
you could
and
barely
then-
touch
yeah, on
it.
the
No, that's what I'm saying. You're
Okay.
on it and you can still barely reach it.
Okay.
Okay, let's form a cheerleader column. All right, we'll be the base.
just-
me and you.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can just.
give,
Yeah.
give someone a boost.
You send me a
probably.
boost. Okay, but you
Okay,
guys
boost.
give me a boost. Boost me up there.
Ready?
Yep. Push
All right,
me up.
Make an
Open it.
athletics check, whoever's giving him the boost.
I
would
have
like
one
to shoot
green
the
and
door
one.
closed.
All right, while they're doing that,
I'm gonna shoot the door
you
closed.
shoot the
Okay.
door closed.
So I have one advantage and one.
Maybe I'll do the
green.
athletics
Actually,
check.
make a blaster check, a ranged
right.
light, please. Check.
I'll boost you.
You
Top
boost me?
right.
Okay. Okay.
Or I think top right. And it should be in there, in your
There's
skills.
my weapons are here.
Yes,
Ranged
but your
light.
rolls
Oh,
for
there it
them.
is.
Yeah, ranged light.
Ooh,
A
yeah.
yellow
Okay.
and a.
And it says
And
well,
one,
the ranking is
because-
1, yeah.
Wah!
There you go.
That's a.
Threat.
That is 2 advantages.
2 advantages?
That's
Okay.
it.
And a threat.
So
3 advantages and 1 threat. So 1
sorry.
advantage cancels
Sorry.
out 1 threat.
Schooled.
2 advantages.
you miss, but you miss gloriously.
Great.
The way you miss, you
Glorious.
shoot at the panel and it goes just left, hits the hallway and starts bouncing off of the Durasteel, your energy weapon. So it's like ding, ding, ding. And so they're like, there might be more. So you hear some of the footsteps peel off and start going to where they think they heard that other
Nice.
shot coming from. So whatever was coming for you, there are less now. But they're still
Yari.
coming.
Good job.
Cool.
High five. Oh, win her back.
Cool. So they're lifting each other.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Lift me up.
boost up the horny guy.
Yep.
Yes. Did you? So you made that roll? You made that
I'm
No,
gonna
no,
make
I
that
didn't.
roll.
We have to roll for
Athletics
him.
check.
I'm gonna make the. I'm pushing him up, so I make the roll.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, I have 2 yellow ones and a green one.
And that'll be 1 difficulty. So you should be fine.
Yeah, I'm light. I'm not very heavy.
1 success and 4 advantages.
Dang. All right. So
Yeah, man.
you don't know your own strength
Oh,
sometimes, and you boost him straight up through the grate, and he lands into the ventilation shaft.
Awesome. Good
Nice.
shot. Good throw, Steve.
And then because again you did so well on that advantage thing, you realize that you can like when that panel got like when the guy landed, he loosened the panel, and you can actually kind of bend it up. So the rest of you can step on the curved piece to get yourselves up into the thing as
Yeah,
well.
so
with
we
the
do
wings.
that.
Cool.
You're
So
awesome.
you guys are up into the ventilation shaft.
Let me close it behind us.
No.
Bend.
Oh, the thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you for this one make a coordination check. Or actually no, make a flat agility check.
Who?
Who's putting it back?
Who's the last one up?
Flat
Me?
agility check. Whoever
I
has
see
the
it.
best
I think
rolls.
I'm last.
Yeah, whoever has the best.
So agility
agility.
is one of your characteristics. It's on
Oh.
that top bar, so it's the circles at the top.
Oh, I have
Up
2.
to.
I have 2. Well, we all have 2.
You'll have two.
does
So
that mean?
so someone just make that roll then.
What's the roll?
2
Two
green,
greens?
1 purple, one easy.
1 success and 1 threat.
1 success and 1 threat. So you manage with your nerves all shaky, you slam it into place, and now they're like, they're in there.
Shit.
And so you're some guys like, all right, you need to get back to there, and you need to flush the ventilation chamber. Go back to the station. And so you hear one guy's like, yes, sir,
Darn it.
boom. Starts running to basically, he's going to try and do something to forcibly push you guys out of the ventilation shaft. But for right now, you're in there, and you're okay. You can hear, they're shooting blasters at you guys, but it's not coming through the steel. So
Awesome.
ahead of you, you can see that it goes forward a little bit, and then it turns immediately right, and then way further down, there's a left turn.
Let's go further down. I feel like we're going into something. We should go into the center.
Chat says, Krunt says, not enough British accents for Imperials.
Hey guys, right
And prior
there.
to that, there were 2 face palms. I don't know if those were for you, but I'm gonna assume they were for you.
Fair. All right, I'll make more Imperials Britishy for you.
Thank you.
I think we should go to the right, considering the left goes back where we already came from. So I'm gonna say we should go to the right.
Okay.
You're the advisor,
I mean,
the mystic
we can
advisor.
all make individual decisions as well. You all
Truth.
have comlinks. So what do each of you?
Oh.
I'm
What
going
do
to the
you
right.
You going right?
Yeah.
Let's all go to the right.
I'll go to the right too.
All right. So you all go to the right, and you you skim down. I mean, there's nothing in your way at this point. So you go forward, and as you're crawling down, you're on, elbows and everything. You can hear Imperials going through drills, and you can lightly hear prisoners crying from other rooms echoing up through. And at this point, it splinters off in a bunch of different ways, but it's more like a grid at this point. So it's like everything on this side is Imperial barracks, everything on this other side is going to be prisoners.
Okay.
Is there any way we can communicate with the prisoners to find out what's going on? Like maybe duck ahead into their cell? In the event of a litter.
So are you moved on top of where the prisoners are?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're by
Yes.
the prisoners.
All right.
We want to free them.
Okay. So you head to, you look down and you see Mon Calamarian, female. Mm-hmm. She's like light blue, aquamarine.
Is there a roll?
pretty.
Is there a roll for hotness on here? I don't see any. Sorry.
We can invent a roll for hotness here. Let's
I
do.
mean, we have a D10.
Yeah, all right, yeah,
Ooh.
we have a D10.
All right.
Use the D10.
Like I said, light blue.
1.
She's the
Yeah.
one. She's
She's a Mon Calamari.
She's
You
a
gotta-
Mon Calamari.
What do you expect?
She's a fish lady.
They look like us.
It
was a trap.
So she looks
She catfished me.
extraordinarily upset. Of course, she's been in this prison for God knows how long. She hears you, psst, psst, and she looks up.
Are you trapped?
Nice, Steve. That was good.
It's like, no, I'm in here because I like it.
Get
me out of here.
We'll leave
Oh,
you
okay.
there.
What happened? Why are you guys in here?
I was rounded up like everybody else. Get me out.
What do
be
they
right
want
back.
with you guys?
I don't know. I'm a rebel shipwright. Maybe they want me to build something. But the people down the way, they're nothing. They're farmers.
That's
Well,
weird.
We could use you. Our ship broke.
Yeah, we crash landed on this planet.
I'm so glad I can help you out. How about you get me out of this box?
We're
Okay,
trying.
we're gonna get to you. How many of you are here? How many prisoners?
There's one of me. God knows how many of everybody else.
Why
Have
are
you
you
not
guys-
kept count? Not even like lightly? Loosely? Maybe looked around a little bit? You have giant eyes.
Solid metal here. Solid metal here. Solid metal here. The only thing that's
Solid
not
metal
solid metal
everywhere.
is this grate above my head.
Get in.
Come on, I'm gonna open it and pull her up.
It doesn't budge.
Well, fuck you then, Jim. What should we do? Should we keep going?
Yeah.
this lady.
Let's check a
Why don't
different
you use
cell.
your sword? Your
Lightsaber.
lightsaber.
Can I use my lightsaber?
Sure, you can try.
Maybe should we wait and get some more information before we start creating trouble?
You know what?
They already know we're here.
Can we make sure she
Oh, that's true. They already know we're
Well,
here.
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Let's get her.
I'm gonna use my lightsaber to break that
regret this.
thing and pull her up.
Okay. You can hear people still searching for you, and you can hear something very quietly powering on,
Oh, great.
rumbling
Forgot.
throughout
Flush us
all
out
of
of here.
the ventilation.
Uh-oh.
Just a question for my knowledge: can a lightsaber cut through whatever
Yeah.
bars?
Everything.
It can. It takes time.
No, whatever bars that are on the front of herself.
I don't want to be stuck in her cell.
It would take a very long time, but yes.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, because I'm like, do we go
Die.
through that and
Stick with
do
her. Die. Stick
we
with
just-
her.
we kick it in her cell?
Just hang out
Oh,
for the
she's
rest
so
of the game.
annoying.
No,
she's
like
so annoying.
so because that thing is turning on.
The British accent made it worse.
So I'm like, I don't know.
I don't want to die.
Okay,
So
yeah,
are you-
just cut it.
So you're cutting through?
Maybe the farmers know something.
So it's-
I mean, Luke
Yes?
was a farmer, right?
Yes.
Are they moisture
All right.
farmers?
So yeah,
They can be
just
pretty
going
resourceful.
through.
All right, fine.
So
Were you talking still?
a circle of the great
Apparently.
circle of the great drops down, and you all drop down in after Steve. I'm assuming
No, I thought we
Yeah.
were pulling her up,
pulling her up.
We're about to get
Yeah.
flushed out of the system.
Okay.
We're gonna pull her up.
and then we can crawl faster.
All right. So
So
you
somewhere that is not in a cage.
so you reach down to grab her flippery hand.
Please tell me she's not slippery.
She's a little slippery.
Gross.
So you're gonna make a strength check, Steve.
Steve, we got you.
Is there a strength check? Or then a brawn check?
Brawn,
Brawn.
you get 3.
Ooh, Steve, you're strong.
And it's going to be a 2 difficulty because of the slippery flipper.
Wow. 3 successes, and after everything cancels each other out, 1 advantage.
Cool. So you pull her up.
Yeah.
Super easy. She's still miffed for some reason. She just didn't like your approach.
She's pissed.
But yeah, so she comes in after you. She's like, okay, so where are we going now?
We're gonna try to.
Try to get out of here.
Well,
You
we,
just hear.
we need to get out of this duct right now and then try and save some more things.
The wind
die.
starts blowing incredibly hard.
They're trying to flush us out of here. We gotta get
Yeah,
out of
so
this
it's
thing.
starting to push against you, but it's like you're in.
Is it
like
going from where we came from or from where we're going?
Good question.
It's coming from where you were. So you came down in that little grid. You came down this way, and it's starting to push you back towards that front door area.
So
Let's go that way because that's away from the. We at least kind of know where the prisoners
Yeah.
are. So let's go back to that main area where there's no cells. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Okay,
that,
sure.
that main
So it pushes
front
that
long
back.
hall.
So we just ride it,
Yeah.
ride the wave.
Yeah.
So
Ride the
yeah,
wind.
it powers up, goosh, but it overshoots where that grate would be.
darn it.
You see it underneath you, so now you guys are trapped here, and the wind is just kind of pinning you where you are.
Like,
Oh,
we're like,
Can you force shit that thing?
Yeah, can I force break it? Force
The
push
wall?
it?
check force break, force
We
break.
have air.
The
we
air
push-
thing. Where's pushing
Oh, you're
it?
trying to push the air?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Move mostly deals with objects, but for creativity, we'll say
move
yes.
ourselves.
Yeah, let's say yeah. You're gonna try and stop the wind. So
Stop the wind.
look at your move stuff and let's see what you can do. I'll look as well so we can be a little quicker.
Yep, because I don't know what I'm looking at.
Great, Steve.
Magnitude. Strength. Range. Range.
Athletics.
All right, so spend force points equal to
Coordination?
able to be targeted. So make a force roll.
What's a force roll?
2 light side.
2 light side.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Did I win?
So yeah, basically, so you feel the force, you feel it channeling through you, surrounding you, penetrating you, all that good stuff, and you start to push against the current of air, and to the point where you can actually see it because it's coming in very cold because it's being filtered in from the outside, so it's like a cold breath coming at you, and you can see where it stops, and as you push it, and you're pushing it short of just where the grate is.
Yeah, we want to get out of that grate.
Yeah. So right now the grate is still sealed, and you can only hold it for so long. So one of you two will probably
going.
have to take
Hurry
care of
up!
Go ahead, go.
It's
Going.
heavy.
I'm gonna punch the grate
Do
down.
it.
You can just punch it.
Kick it, yeah.
All right.
Get it undone.
That'll be a brawn check for you.
What
Shit.
Braun is a little higher. Should I do it? Let me push.
Yeah, you
Let me
do it.
Okay.
All right.
I'm 2.
I could cunning it.
Sure.
All right. Good idea. I'll push.
I think you should open.
All right. So what do I do?
You roll.
I'm gonna push it down. I'm rolling.
However many of these you rolled,
I have
that many
2.
green dice.
Yes.
And how many purple that Danny says.
One purple
dice.
because he's taken away the difficulty for you.
Okay, I have 3 successes and 1 advantage.
Perfect.
Perfect.
You just yank it up from all your panic and everything, and you guys fall just
in
short
there.
of the that second hallway, right at the edge.
Nice.
Um,
Good job, guys.
and your advantage is you do hear the people that are about to come around the corner. So make a cool check.
All right.
This is the version of
Everybody?
this is like initiative.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're about to fight somebody.
I have a career and cool.
So is just the 2 greens? Or are we still doing a purple?
It's whatever your cool is.
Gotcha.
Everyone's cool is probably going to be different.
Mine's 2. His is 2 yellow.
I'll be back in a minute.
So I get
Yep.
3 advantage, 1 success.
Okay. Just count successes right now.
Oh, 2 successes.
Okay. 2 successes.
Whatever you get.
Okay.
Chat time.
Yes.
James Scoop says I won Star Wars.
You won Star Wars?
Yeah.
Nice.
You did pretty
Good
damn
job.
well. All right.
I didn't win though.
Not
Well,
yet.
not
You
yet.
calling Jim Goobs the liar?
No, I
over.
would never.
I think you just
I'm
did.
glad you're very supportive.
I
but,
think you just
don't
did. I
encourage
think you
him.
just did. I think you just did. You
All
called
right.
you a liar.
So you had 1.
He
How many did you have?
I have 2. Well, I have. Wait. I'm sorry. We're doing the cool. I have 1 green, 1 yellow, a career mark, and 2. I'm ranked number 2.
Okay.
So roll a yellow and a green.
Yeah.
Is one of
That's
my
what you got?
advantages.
Yeah.
A yellow and a green.
Yeah, he got 2. I got 1.
One success
One.
and 1 advantage.
1 advantage, and that was tied with you guys, right?
I'm the same.
So re-roll yours.
2 success, 1 advantage.
Okay. So we'll put. So Kenny's at the top.
That's the same as Chunk's roll.
Oh, and you had that same advantage as well. God damn it. Roll again, Kenny. Sorry.
I have 1 success, 1 advantage.
Same
One
as
success, 1 advantage.
All right. How about this? We'll keep you guys there, and at the start of each round, you'll decide between each other who's going to
He
go
can
first.
go before me because he has a yellow die.
Okay. And now, what you see coming around the corner, but you guys are ready. So what
right.
weapons are you going to ready? How you?
Let's
how
see.
You
I have a quarterstaff, a lightsaber, and a pistol. I'm going to go for the lightsaber.
Blaster rifle.
Okay. All right. So you guys are ready. So what comes around the corner are 3 Imperial naval. Get out of here.
Is that a good drink?
Yeah, it's delicious. It's,
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, no.
And my little mini
You
lightsaber.
want to try?
My
No, I'm
butt
good.
is asleep.
It's gluten free.
It is.
For freakazoids.
That's right. We bastards who can't do
What a
things.
weirdo!
Yep.
I'm so tired.
Great. Glad you're having fun.
No, it's not you.
All right. So yeah, 3
so tired.
3 Imperial naval troopers come around the corner.
What do
Okay.
they look like?
One of them is a white human with black helmet. It's basically like the Vader bowl. This one isn't the long one, like the technicians.
Baseballs? Like a ball?
Yeah, it's kind of, except there's no mask. It's just there's the chin cup, there's the Vader thing, and then there's the top here, like the little cowly thing. And these guys, instead of the brown jumpsuits, are all in gray jumpsuits. No ranking because they're all just they're whatever. They're grunts. They're peons.
Grunts. Let's kill them first.
But they all have they all have blaster pistols on them,
So do I.
and now
Okay.
they've seen you.
The last one.
You just straight up.
Yeah, I'm third though. It's like
Yeah, so you
So
can't.
who's first?
Lightsaber. So I am going to
No, he's first.
run at them. Going. Oh wait, I'm first.
No, I was saying between the two of you, you guys can
gotcha.
choose
Yeah,
who
but
goes
he's
first.
first. He's second.
Yes, you go
I'm
first,
third.
Steve. You've been.
Okay.
Okay.
Can
You've
I
been killing it so
push
far.
both of them to like knock them down on the ground and go boom?
You can. Yours doesn't quite work like a push. The idea is if you succeed, you're able to like pick them up and move them, and depending on how many force points you have, that's how many you can spend to do it. If you look at your tree, like
How many
You
force
wanna
points
go
do
for
I
the
start
grunts?
with?
here, I'm just gonna take the sheet real quick.
Can we do like one of those like double attacks where like he goes for the 2 grunts and I go for the helmet guy?
All 3 of them have helmets.
Oh, okay.
Where does it say my force points? Where does
Force
it say how many
Your
force
force
points?
rating is 1, so that's how many dice you get to use. So right now you get to roll 1 force die, but the idea is for each like rank of this, so it's like spend 1 point to increase silhouette to be able to target equal to strength upgrades purchased. Means like you spend a point to be able to lift something this big. You spend a point to be able to move something that big. Sorry, I saw something. It was weird.
Where's your chunks?
Is what? Yeah. You gotta
know
start
you don't
wearing
like
shoes,
feet.
man.
But it says like. Never mind. I'll ask about the game.
Okay.
Just tell me what to do.
Fuck it. Let's just roll a force die and
Let's
then
kill them all.
we'll do
Roll a
things.
force die.
Force die.
One dark side.
Sorry for people who are real rules Nazis on this game. We don't know it well enough to play it quickly, so we're gonna bend things until it works.
Yeah, and Denny's normally a rule Nazi. He's kind of
Damn.
a dick about it, but today I guess it's only when he doesn't know. Then he's like, "Oh, whatever." If I don't know, he's like, "Oh, you should follow the rules."
I'm gonna flip a dark side point and
Oh,
add a
gosh.
challenge die to your
Oh, you
roll.
fucker.
Yeah.
That's how you can. I don't know
guess for
what
that one.
means.
So when he rolls difficulty, which was initially going to be 2, it's going to be 1 purple and 1 red.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh wait, I can't do that for this apparently. Yes. This is
No.
force. Never mind. Roll your force shit.
Yeah, in your face.
Roll your force shit, please.
Again?
Oh, did you? What do you get?
So one dark side.
1 dark side. Would you like to use that dark side?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so I get another one of these suckers, and then you get a conflict. But you successfully push back the front 2. You hit them. You hit them strong enough so they move and they get smashed against the back wall.
Nice.
And one of them gets knocked out outright.
Nice.
So there are 3 left. 1 standing, and that one they don't take strain, so he actually takes some damage.
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 Okay,
Can I
let's go.
charge the second one? Say, "Ah!" What, little sword?
Oh wait, they do have soak. Never mind, I lied. No, so they just take the one that hit the wall takes 2 strain. Oh wait, they don't take strain. Sorry, they don't take damage. It didn't hit them hard enough.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I kill them? Can we kill them?
You can try.
All right. I mean, should we kill them? Are we good
Yeah,
guys?
they're bad guys.
The
We
bad
can
guys
kill them. Okay,
do it.
let's kill
They're
them.
bad
I
guys.
charge at the one that's still standing or still charging, right? With the lightsaber.
Okay. So make a lightsaber check.
That is lightsaber. I have 2 yellow and 1 other black or a career. So 2 yellow.
All right, and you can blame Chunk. I'm going to make the difficulty was going to be
Steve.
average, but now one of those purples is going to be a red. So yeah, you can blame Steve.
Alrighty. So 1 purple and 1 red.
1 purple, 1 red.
All right, that is balancing to the red. Still cancels out the same way, right?
Yep.
Okay, so we have so one success. So successes and gosh, this
Those cancel out each
right.
other.
So one success.
Quickly, while you guys do that, chat
And-
time wants to know.
One,
The Remo
whatever that is.
So 1 success
Sabishi
and 1
wants to know
Uh,
why
chat.
isn't Cucumber in the chat? Why couldn't he at least come join us that
I
way?
know.
Apparently,
Why is he a
you
dick?
didn't think enough about us.
Thanks.
Why you a
because
jerk,
this has
Cucumber?
happened right now.
1 success and 1 threat.
Huh?
1 success and 1 threat.
Yes.
All right. Check your lightsaber damage for me, please.
Lightsaber damage is 5 damage. 2 crit. To goal.
Okay, so you didn't get a crit because you only got the 1 success.
Okay.
So 5 damage. So he takes 2. So you get him like right on the arm. You cut through whatever body armor he's got on.
All right.
And you sever a muscle pretty
Ooh,
bad, but he's
ouch.
still standing, and he switches the blaster to his other hand, so he's going to have disadvantage on every
These
roll.
guys.
So there's still the 2 and 2 right where you are, the one that's injured,
Okay.
and then there's the one still standing against the wall. The other guy's knocked
Well,
out.
Bayari, I think it's time
your
for you
turn.
to
It's my turn.
kill some fools.
I'm gonna blaster rifle. One of them.
Okay.
Whichever one.
I would recommend for you the one further away.
That one.
Because that way you'll take 1 less penalty for being that close for a super ranged weapon.
That one. The
Okay.
faraway guy.
So make your, I think it's ranged heavy for that gun.
Okay, 2 greens and
And 1 purple.
that's it.
That's it.
I get 3 successes and an advantage.
3 successes and an advantage. Sweet. So you're gonna do. What's the damage of that weapon?
9.
9.
God, you have
Yeah.
incredible damage.
Super freaking dead.
9 crit 3.
Disintegrates.
So how many advantages did you have? Or how
1.
many successes did you have?
3.
3. So crit. So he's gonna die anyway, but let's see how cool he dies. This is my favorite thing in this game.
The funny thing is it was just set to stun.
Well,
Chat time.
Apparently it slipped.
We all have to talk about that.
Fine.
Do you know what it means when I say chat time?
No, I'm new to this.
It means you shut the hell up.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Texas Cold says, "What WTF is this shit?" Just kidding. Anything you guys do is great. Thank you.
That's like
Thanks,
the
man.
most common.
Yeah, we'll be continuing the story
Chat.
over to next week, and then we'll be back to normal. Dungeons and
Because guess
Dragons.
what happens next week? Huh? Guess what? Go ahead, guess.
We're waiting.
Oh, you're gonna wait? Okay.
I don't know what happened.
Basically,
The Last Jedi comes out next week.
right.
So this is good
I
timing
don't
for
think
Star
anyone knew
Wars.
that.
So if you
forgot.
didn't know, December 14th, The Last Jedi, the next Star Wars movie comes out. You guys should go see it. I don't like Disney stuff, but I like Star Wars.
Same property, right?
Except Coco. I loved Coco. Coco was
Coco's
really
nice.
good.
Pixar.
Watch Coco.
So yeah, Star Wars. Woo woo. You know what? You know what's better than Star Wars in 2 weeks?
What?
In 1 week?
What?
Archie.
Star Wars for every year for forever now, apparently.
So still Star Wars.
Still Star Wars forever.
Right.
Literally forever.
Forever?
This is the best time to be alive.
I know.
I wonder if maybe they'll do remakes of episode 1 and 3.
They better
Hopefully.
fucking not.
Or maybe
Maybe they will,
we'll
and
just
they'll
go
be
make
better.
just go revisit those times. Because they were the best.
You can watch those at
They're
home
the
alone
best.
by yourself.
They're the best.
They're
That's what
not
alone
the best.
means.
Because we get to learn
I
about
just wanted to
midi-chlorians.
Oh,
No,
God.
no, midichlorians are wrong and dirty and
Oh,
awful,
they're
and everyone
not.
knows it.
They're cute.
No, they're not.
They are.
They're what the
dirty.
Force is made out of.
No, it's me.
Also, dumbass, you
Actually-
should watch Clone Wars because they talk about it and
I've
explain
watched
things.
a lot of Clone
Clone
Wars,
Wars
and
and
let me
the-
tell you something.
Yeah.
Should
Took
watch
about
the
50
end.
episodes till it got interesting, but I don't
No,
hate it.
don't. You.
The end is really good.
Yeah.
I'll get
You
there.
should
The last
finish
What
two
it.
happens?
seasons.
I'll get there.
You don't have a job. What else you gonna do with your life? Just
Back
watch
to the
Clone Wars.
game, Mr. Chunk Steve.
Ah,
All
We
right.
got 20 more minutes.
Shit.
That's not
Fuck.
bad.
We got nowhere.
Shit,
okay.
fuck.
So anyway, that guy's dead.
Great.
Fucking dead.
but I had more things
and you
to
had
talk about
advantages,
Clone
right?
Wars.
Yeah, one.
All right. So the guy who's not wounded goes and grabs his unconscious friend, the not dead one, and starts just dragging him to a barrack because they somehow still care about each other.
That's adorable.
So the only one still
both
standing
now.
is the guy that you wounded, and it's
Okay.
his turn, and he's gonna point his blaster at
With the
you.
left hand, though, right?
Yeah, so
Okay.
with his offhand, so he's gonna have a drawback die when he attacks you.
Boy.
His thing is ranged light.
Hey Jim,
Yes,
what's the thing you're most excited about seeing in the Last Jedi?
I don't want to know. I want to be surprised.
Okay.
I want to enjoy it for what it is.
We haven't watched any trailers.
I watched the
They haven't
teaser.
watched the
I haven't watched
trailers yet.
anything since.
I haven't watched anything.
All the trailers.
Let's see. Damage. What the fuck? Got these awesome little cardy things, and I forgot how to use them.
Well, you got like 20 or 30 minutes.
Well, I'm
Can
excited
you
to
tell
see.
me what ranged light is?
Range light for me is...
One yellow, one green for me.
All right, I'll just match that.
yes, that sounds good.
And I'll make it 2 difficulty with the drawback for this guy because he's stupid.
I'm one yellow, one green with rank 1.
Sorry. Oh, wait, no, never mind. You guys are fine. So he fails with an advantage. He shoots. He fires directly at you. He misses. And by some horrible happenstance, he hits another alarm. Down at the end of the hall.
Why do they need more than one alarm?
Man.
That
Yeah.
doesn't make sense.
Don't they just have one big one that like
like
sounds off
interesting,
everywhere?
wouldn't
Like one that makes a bunch of different noises or something? I mean, what's that alarm for?
But you're close enough to the door if you want to make your exit. And
Yeah.
nobody else is present.
Exit.
Can we exit
Wait,
while we kill
exit
him?
the whole thing, or can we save the other
can-
creatures?
You can try to do whatever you want.
Can we yell at the person we just
No,
saved
but
and
I'm
ask her
saying,
to do
like-
something?
To exit, to go save the creatures, or are we exiting the building? When you say exit,
Exiting the building.
'Kay.
Close to the door you first came in.
I don't know if you meant exiting the hallway or
Oh.
exiting the building.
No. Because
Can we-
you're up toward the front.
Okay.
As we leave, can we throw the fish lady at her? It's like, go! And then, like, just kidding. No, can we... Spit take almost.
Poor lady.
I forgot about her. She's just... What is she doing?
She's the
just,
pilot.
With you, panicking.
But-
She's standing behind you.
She
Okay.
can fix ship.
She can fix
She
something.
can
Yeah.
build ships.
Okay,
When
fine.
we
We'll
need
save
her.
her for
That's
now.
why we need her.
Okay.
And then we come back later for the prisoners maybe another time?
Maybe another time?
If they
Yeah.
don't kill him tonight?
That sounds good.
Since we found out about them, they might kill him.
No, they don't know that we're coming for that.
Well, they know that we're here, so now they know what we know.
We
If you
don't
make
know
it
that we're
out,
coming for that.
they're gonna go, poof, you're dead because your friends know.
So you think we should go
Nah,
and
let's
get more...
get out of here. Let's get some backup.
All right, so where are you guys headed?
Backup. We're looking for backup.
Is there any like? Is
Just
there?
ignore me. Go ahead.
I'm listening to you. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Where would your backup be?
Are there any good guys here?
Somewhere in the
Everybody?
galaxy.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Can I use my comm link? I'm sorry, you're talking.
They are.
I'm trying. Is there like a release all for the cells button? Because in all movies there
Yeah,
is a
there's
release all.
open
for
all the cells.
There might
Just
be,
open all the
but you're in the
cells.
middle of a hallway and you don't see one.
Okay. Oh man. We'll make.
So we have
A
two
new
choices.
sound happens.
Oh boy.
The alarm has shut off.
Good.
All doors have opened.
Yes.
Why?
Wait, no, wait. Is that good?
You
Like
hear
the cell doors too?
There
or
were
just-
animals in some of these
all
doors.
doors have
All doors.
opened.
There were animals in some of these doors, right?
Yes. But you hear a large military presence. So everyone's being barked at,
Clock,
barked
clock,
orders
clock,
at. It's
clock,
like
clock.
things are under control wherever these things are happening.
But
So
even
you-
like the prisoner cells are open?
Yes.
Great.
But the animal cells.
But they are monitored. So the thing is, you can hear that there are guards shouting at the prisoners to do things. So they're like, all right, come out, you, here we go. We're going this way now.
What if there was a
going
stormtrooper
Australian.
who was on the toilet? Did that door open too?
Huh?
What if there was a stormtrooper like on a toilet?
He would still be on the toilet, and he would get
And the door would be
demerits.
open?
Huh?
And the door would be open?
Yes,
That's
Everybody
embarrassing.
probably.
Yeah.
Can you imagine
What if
somebody
Darth
was
Vader
pooping?
was using the poop room?
What? what if he ate some gluten and he was gluten
Yeah.
intolerant? Now
And
he's
he's
got
like pooping himself.
And then there's a lot of smells happening.
Oh, poor
We
guy.
only have 20 minutes.
Getting in trouble for pooping.
Okay, chat time.
Yes.
Drek Fletch says the nearest theater is an hour away. Going to the movies is a 4-hour event. What do you live for? Like in the Amazon?
Oh,
You know, in Kansas or
like
something?
Alaska?
Alaska? Antarctica?
It's far.
The moon? Okay.
The
So,
Pacific.
one step too far, yeah.
All right.
Texas Gold says Kanye's mic is perfect, I must say.
Well, thank you, Texas
my.
Gold.
Fine. None of our
It's
other
a sexy black man voice. He normally doesn't sound like that. He's always like, hey guys,
guys, how you
how's it going? He's playing it up today.
Illusion. All right.
So, continue, GM.
So they've decided, why, for whatever reason, that you all are not a threat. Oddly enough.
I
They
probably
continue
agree.
about their business because they've been ordered. And you're gathering that even the people barking the orders are afraid. You see prisoners being filed out that front super wide door. You see 3 prisoners are being filed out that way. You see younger, greener looking recruits, not green in shade. Chunk, I'm watching you. But like, you know, they clearly haven't been in the Empire that long. They're
Okay.
still not completely indoctrinated, and they look
Oh.
nervous. And they're
poor
not
kiddies.
they're not necessarily in uniform, but you can tell by colors and all that that's the side that they're on. And they start walking to that pad that's in the center. So do you guys leave, or are you guys still staying like inside the building? Like basically, so you're in this corner.
Yeah.
They're all coming out this
a
way.
lot of pressure.
They're all coming out this way, so you can come out this back door, so you can still be obscured but see what's
no.
happening.
Yeah.
Because
do
the whole
that.
thing.
Yeah.
do that.
Let's peek. Like,
Let's
So
check
you
it out.
guys
Like
go
3
out the door
levels?
you came in, and you're kind of like hugging the wall. You see all these people filing out to that helipad thing. And what you thought was a landing pad begins to open at the center.
It's a Starlight pit.
Boop. Yeah, and it's this big long and a guard kicks in one of the prisoners. And then another
no.
guard kicks in one of the recruits.
That's fucked up.
And
Why is he so mean?
do you hear a burp?
Why
Do you
is
hear
he
a
so
burp?
mean?
They fall in?
No, they gotta fight each other.
no, you don't hear a burp. You see it's
Why'd
it's
you
a
pick
it's
it
a
on
dug
him?
out, but the inside of it is
Oh.
Durasteel. The top was Durasteel. It's like a giant pit. It's about 30 feet deep. And there's no climbing your way out. It's very smooth.
Is it like a training? I think are they training them, or like a gladiator type thing?
As you're considering this amongst yourselves,
they
you see
bullying
a
them?
robed figure. Earlier when we mentioned that there was that kind of like mini scout tower, a robed figure walks into and sits and stands poised. You can't see his face. You can see his hands are covered, the hood covers his face, it's all black. And he's looking down into the pit, not excited, not anything, just barely moving.
Can we see his face?
You cannot. Actually, make a perception check.
Yeah.
See if you can see his face.
I
What's perception?
have
I have 2 green.
2 yellow and 1 green. Purples?
This one's going to be 3 purple, because you're far away and he's hooded and it's dark.
We can do this. We can do it.
Okay. I got 3 successes and 1 threat.
T Down Under says, "Oh crap, I almost missed this. Good day, everyone. Hello from
Good day.
Australia,
Hello.
or to Australia. We're in America."
So
3 successes and 1 threat.
you're able to, still at your distance, you can't make out every feature on his face, but you can see that he is humanoid. His skin tone is fairly dark, like deep tan. But he is deeply wrinkled, like leathery skin, but very like dark. His eyes are an unnatural color.
Like Darth Sidious, but tan.
Almost, yeah.
Tan Darth Sidious.
Yeah,
The
his
younger
eyes
version.
are a different color, but also equally not matching
Is
what's
he
around.
Dark Sidious?
Terrible.
Dumb.
Can we chicken see? Can we chicken
can't see
see?
me.
Can we check and see if he's like a Jedi, or find out how strong he is? Do some kind of a.
Jedi.
Well, not Jedi. I'm sorry.
You want to
Sith.
sense how powerful
Sense
he
how
is?
powerful he is?
You don't even have to roll for that.
We just know.
You can feel the hatred coming off.
Ooh.
And it's making your body hum, and if you weren't better trained, you would have just fled from biological need. Like you
Really?
like this thing, this man, this whatever demands fear and respect.
Wow. Okay.
Standing up
not
next to
wrinkly
him,
paper?
coming up to stand in the scout tower with him, is a droid. And it's a what model is it? So you can see that it's it's like an indigo
You're looking
metal.
at Darth Maul.
Indigo metal
Indigo.
with gold trimmings and
Pretty.
around the necks and around the neck area, the crown. So his face looks a lot like a C-3PO unit, but his like around like the bands and stuff are gold. Everything else is deep indigo, and he's got a red, like a crimson forward cape and back cape. Doesn't cover his arms or anything, but it's just covering one side and the other. And it's standing silently next to the Emperor. And from the pit, you now hear just violence and screams, and you can start to see blood splashing up against the
Are they fighting
sides
each
of the
other?
We missed it.
You'd have to get a closer look to understand exactly what's happening.
No thanks.
I think
We should probably do something about that.
Yeah, something. But the guy's
Man, I
pretty
was
strong.
gonna leave and just go find a ship and then come get him later.
As you discuss, the man in the robe holds up his hand. Ropes are lowered. The prisoner body is pulled out.
Uh-oh.
The the young
Rebel
recruit the rebel's dead.
Oh, he's dead.
The young recruit, the Imperial recruit, is pulled out. He's battered, but he's not getting any praise. The guy lowers his hand, just shakes his head, and one of the guards shoots that young one. And then he waves in again. Another prisoner is kicked in, and another...
Okay.
Okay, I have
I
to do
think
something
I
about this.
think with my fourth sense, I can tell why they're fearful. I've ascertained that they feel like they're gonna die. They were gonna die. So
are gonna die.
we can maybe there's a way we can talk to the recruits and see if I
think you just need to go there like lightsabers are blazing.
I think we should get back to the ship and fix it with our new Mon Calamarian friend.
We should probably do something about these people.
I'm gonna say
we should save somebody.
Sounds of violence again begin to happen from the pit, but something
darn it.
different happens this time. A man in rebel regalia begins to ascend from the pit, seemingly by unknowable means, but you all know that you recognize this as the Force.
Okay.
So someone is using the Force to lift this rebel, and then the body slams down to the bottom of the pit.
shit.
Once
Okay.
again, they lower ropes. They bring out the body of the dead rebel.
Yeah.
They bring out the body of the recruit. The man raises his hand again, points to him, points to the right, and he just stands behind it's like a little dugout line in the sand sort of thing. Like that's his place now that he's proven himself.
All right, guys.
Okay, we have to do
Guys,
something about it.
We've been talking about being Jedis for a long time, right? We're not real Jedis, but there's no
been
Jedis
doing
left.
things.
This is our chance. I mean, we could do things, but we're not like real. Let's act like Jedis and do the right thing.
I'm just gonna go. I start running. I pull out my
Wait,
lightsaber.
Steve.
What?
Steve. I don't want to die.
I'm
Let's
just gonna
let's
go.
find the rebels.
We gotta go fix this.
Okay, let's talk
right
to the
now,
rebels.
the more we talk about it, the more we do this, the more people are gonna die.
So we want to. Who do you want to run where?
I'm
You're
just gonna go. I'm gonna try to go save the next person.
I'm gonna ask the Mon Calamarian.
How many
chick,
people are?
Hey,
Yeah. What the hell's going on?
what is this? Like, what are we watching?
Her eyes are constricted, like her big old Mon Calamarian eyes. It's just the pupils are this big, and she's like, he's testing them. He's searching for something. He's been ordered by the Emperor to come here and find potential. That's all he said. He's looking for potential. He doesn't even care where it comes from, or he puts us in there as equals and just pulls out whoever lives. But even then, you just saw they shoot the people who he doesn't impress.
There's 3 of us. We can take this guy.
There are some. No, he's way strong.
Okay, then what we're gonna do?
Go back to the ship and fix it.
And then
And then what? Just go home?
As you consider, this time, a recruit goes in, and you see them pulling one of those bipedal animals, and they kick it. Whatchamacallit,
I don't remember. I didn't write it down.
the Ka-10, so the little bipedal predator,
Chris.
force-sensitive animal. Throw it down
Chris,
in there with a
no.
recruit, and you can't see what's happening. This time you hear screaming, but it's emotional anguish.
oh god, this is bad.
Something,
Yeah.
someone is suffering, but it's it's like the cries that you hear when someone is like you love has passed away. It's that horrible.
I need
just
more
awful
information.
sound.
More
I'm
information
gonna go.
regarding where we can go.
I'm not discussing this anymore.
All right, where are we going?
I'm just gonna run. We're gonna run.
Where are we running?
We're gonna try to take this guy out.
Which guy?
The
In the robe?
The
robe
big guy.
The robe guy.
He's
The
crazy.
main guy?
The robe guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Are you gonna waste time with the lower people?
I don't want to die.
We're Jedi's. I don't care. We're
Maybe we can-
Jedi's.
maybe we
We
can,
don't worry about what we're gonna die. We're Jedi's. We're Jedi's.
Are we Jedi's?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, why don't
She doesn't
you-
have a lightsaber.
I don't.
Was she gonna throw rocks at him?
Well, that's not something.
So, I'm not,
You stay behind.
Okay. I'll go fix the ship with
Don't you have like a big blaster thing?
Yeah, I have a blaster.
Okay, so you take care of people from
You
the
start
distance. It's a
shooting?
long distance weapon, right?
That's arranged.
It's a ranged weapon. So you start picking off some people with the ranged weapon. I'm gonna go in there with the orange lightsaber.
so who?
Because I'm gonna pull out the orange lightsaber, they're gonna be like, "Oh, what?
I'm so scared.
An
of this
orange
right now.
lightsaber?"
I thought
And
this
they're
was
gonna
the
be so
wrong thing to do.
distracted by that and go, "Vroom, vroom, 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 vroom." I'm gonna die.
I know you're looking this way a lot, and you can't see Danny's face going like this.
Yeah.
just going.
When the GM's eyes go like this,
Yeah, when the GM's like, "What
it means
the fuck are
don't
you doing?" And
do
you
what
see
it is you're
in
about to
his
do.
eyes.
It's like,
Okay, well.
you want to
Like,
do what?
You're gonna fucking die.
You want to do
Anybody
what?
have any better
He
suggestions?
almost spit the water out, or whatever he's drinking. Okay,
No.
so where else can we go? I mean, there's one bad guy. You said on the right, one section there's the rebels, and the other section there's the
There's
recruits.
One
There's-
bad guy.
there's
and a
two
million
lines.
Other bad guys.
Yes.
So there's 2 lines. There's a big circle.
Okay.
2 lines. One line has prisoners coming in. One line has recruits coming in. So
Okay.
prisoners, recruits, and then this third line is beginning where they're starting to pull in the Katan animals, or the Katens, sorry, and throwing them in with them as well. On the opposite side, there is the man in the robes. There's the very royal-looking droid, and that's it.
Another guy that didn't
Yeah,
get used before.
but if we're talking numbers, there are there are 10 guards in this row. There are 7 prisoners left. There are 10 guards in this row, and there are 5 recruits left.
Can we? Oh gosh, the recruits are wearing the same thing.
There's a lot of.
We kind
I
of like.
mean, various clothing, but it's kind of like, if you shop at different stores, you can tell
Okay.
who at least has been raised by the dark side, and
Okay.
who's been rebels.
So we can't
Rebels
like
are
walk
more
in there
like
like, hey
brown,
guys,
earthy tones.
what's going
and-
on? We can't like walk in there. Hey guys, what's going on? Hey, are you scared about? We have to find out more information because I feel like.
Well,
The guy's far
the
away.
man in the robes is observing everything that's in front of him on the
Oh,
other
so we
side of
can't
the
just
circle.
walk
So
in.
he's watching everything. So if you were to walk up to them,
They would see
you would be
us.
completely within
They
his
would
line
all
of sight.
kill us.
I don't see any option, but what Steve said was just like, go get in line or something, or we can go around the back.
Oh yeah, that's the only option.
Well,
to go die.
All right, so I'll go to the ship. We're going to the ship. Fly into this place. There has to be. Is there a room we can go into?
You
or
hear
is there-
another scream.
Oh boy, gosh.
You
we're
know,
gonna die.
this is one planet in a whole entire universe.
And this time, the body of the Katen is slung out again with the Force, and this young man is pulled up by a rope, and he's standing next to the other.
Okay.
Force guy.
Are there animals?
Clone the Barbarian made a really good point.
Okay.
It's,
Clearly, he's not that powerful because he doesn't sense you.
That's a good point.
So,
or maybe he doesn't sense you as a threat.
Yeah. 'cause
either
we're-
way,
He now raises
Are
his hand again.
Now he's gonna sense us because he said
He
it.
sense us
He
sensing
points
him,
to
not
the
sensing
2
us.
Force users he just pulled from the pit,
He's gonna make
and
a fight.
points back to the pit.
Dang.
And they are kicked into the pit, and you just hear ferocious like frothing, like they're like animals at this point. Whatever state of mind that they've been brought into, they just start going at it. You can hear the screams and the fighting and the brawling and all
Guys,
this
maybe
stuff.
we should get back to the ship, fix it, and then go tell our people that we work with, like the rebels, that this is here because now we know it's at least here and we know what they're doing and we have this information.
Do we have people that we can talk to?
can we find a ship? Is there a ship nearby? Is there a ship we can try to take to go? Maybe go
we're
maybe
part
use
of
the
the
use
rebels,
the
right?
How about
use
this?
the use the radio. So
Can we
can
pull
call
the
somebody?
alarm
You don't
and like
see-
stop this from happening
No.
or something? Like stop? How about that? Can we like pull an alarm? Let's keep this slaughtering from happening first. Let's keep people from dying because we've been sitting here talking, and everyone's been dying. So let's like let's call in a bomb threat or something,
Yeah.
or whatever the equivalent is.
Not to be Debbie Downer, but I feel like this is just what happens here.
I know, but there was an alarm and people just scattered.
There's nobody living in that village, clearly, because they all probably died. There's only people living here.
Yeah,
Therefore, this is their way of life.
we're near
So we don't have enough people to take on these people. for whatever reason why we want to take them on. So I think we should go tell our friends about this. Our other rebels.
The robed figure
It's gonna look
raises
at
his left hand, and the droid standing next to him
T down under.
does
I
his
agree.
little whatever thing, kind of like brings his hand up to his ear, gives a little nod, and you hear a loud sort of like ringing, buzzing siren sort of thing. And everybody realized, oh, it's done. They pull the last living member out of that fight, and he goes to stand beside the man in the robe. He's got a broken arm, his ankle's going the wrong way, but he's alive, and there's this look in his eye that's beyond hatred and rage. It's like on the verge of death. This is now a dangerous looking man. And everyone else, the guards start filing all the prisoners back into their place. They start filing all the recruits back into their barracks. And the man in the robe begins to step away with the droid further south, which is an area that you didn't quite scope out yet. And they walk away into the darkness.
We did it. Good job, guys.
Sat around, did nothing, and if let the problem fix
Sometimes
itself.
doing nothing is the best thing.
That's the answer to everything. Don't do anything.
So we have to, so what do we do now?
I don't know.
I feel like it's up to
Somebody
us.
liked
I
them.
feel like
Nobody
it's up
liked
to
my
us.
suggestions either.
I feel like it's up to us. I feel like we're here for a reason.
Okay, let's run in guns blazing. I'm get my gun out.
Maybe not that, but something
See that?
in the movie. Like so we have to talk to somebody. Who's on our side? The rebels, right?
Well,
rebels
right
on our
now
side.
you're still with the Mon Calamarian.
I just wanted to.
She's no use to us. I feel like
I can hear you, you know.
I'm trying, girl. I'm trying.
She's taken a
Okay,
moment
let's
now
go
that she
to
can
the ship.
breathe, and she's not seeing all the death happening in
Right.
front of her. She's like, I think I heard something about one of the guards said something about trying to reactivate the Inquisitorius.
I don't know what that is.
that's a little thing that gets. No, what is it?
I'm not 100% sure, but I know a long time ago, not even that long ago, really, the Emperor used to have inquisitors that would go out and they would fight for people. And with the destruction of the Death Star, it seems the Emperor has grown desperate, and he's trying to restart that program. I don't know who the man in the robe is, but I'm fairly certain that's what they're here to do, is to seek out those who might work for the Inquisitorius.
Well,
So
so
we need to just we need to kill the bad guy. We need to stop this from happening. We need to rescue somebody. We need to rescue the rebels for sure.
rescue this
They're on
chick.
our side. Oh, we're good. Job's done. No, we need to rescue some other people.
So, what's wrong with your ship?
We started like feeling this gravitational pull, and then we like came in, and something happened, and bells and whistles.
Bells and whistles.
Yeah. I don't know how to fix the ship. So
What-
I
All
don't
right,
know.
I'll
what's wrong with
remind
it.
you.
Thanks,
What does beep beep sound like to you?
Danny.
The
you
ship was
played
making
with
this
us before.
sound.
You should at least know how I play.
Give
anything.
me a second. So your basically your wing
We need to bypass the
snapped.
compressor.
So your power regulator is what exploded, and your accelerator is the other thing that caught on fire. So your accelerator's damaged. You need a new power regulator. That's what you know. She's
Okay.
like, I can't make that out of nothing, but they should have parts somewhere on this base, maybe to the south.
Okay, let's go to the south.
Southward ho.
That's where he lives.
Cool.
Who's he? He who?
That guy.
The man in the robe.
Rope guy.
Oh, okay, that sounds good. Let's see how he's living.
Good.
Yeah,
Sounds good to you.
I mean,
Just
we're
gotta stay
gonna
really
stay here and
quiet.
freeze to death. Yeah, might as well go get warm and find out what's going on, right? Coming with?
I say we just go try to find a part.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
in that area though, right? You said south.
Okay. Could I have just a weapon?
You can have my blaster.
Oh,
I'm not gonna eat it.
All
I have
right.
a lightsaber.
Thank you. So she takes the blaster. She's feeling
flippers.
a little better about life right
your
now.
hands are slippery.
Um,
Don't shoot us, please.
and I think that's where we will leave it
Sure.
for tonight. Yeah. So
Boy. Well,
Yay!
Star
we didn't
Wars.
die.
played the Star Wars, and again,
They
so
tried
sorry
to
if the
die.
mechanics were wacky.
gonna die.
I don't have the system memorized. I'm doing my best. So I've been your GM, Danny.
Oh, wait.
What?
You're
What?
just
Don't say
trying to
bye.
end it so
We gotta give out some
fast.
information.
Oh, some information. Sorry.
If you don't follow us on the Discord yet, please follow us on Discord.
Yes.
Next Monday, if everything's okay with the fires and stuff, we should be back at Harpy RPG, doing our show, a regular D&D show. So, twitch.tv, hyper-RPG.
RPG. I think. Yeah.
Check us out on Monday.
Over there.
Next Wednesday, we'll be back doing this right before the day of the new Star Wars movie.
Oh, yeah.
You should go see. Make sure you join the Discord so you can keep up with what we're doing.
Yep.
Because-
That'll be under our info page on the Twitch page that you're on right now. Yeah.
And make sure, if you can, follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Our links are in the description below.
Yes, they
Thing
are.
below
In
thing.
the info section.
Info section. You can look for me at Chunkerific.
You can find me at at Danny Montooth, one word,
On Twitter.
on Twitter.
Hey, what's the little green assholes
D
tag?
Montooth on Instagram. What's that?
What's the little green assholes?
Cucumber Lives, I think.
Yeah,
on
you
both
can look
of
for him
those.
too.
Yeah.
I'm Ambulartastic on all those forms of social media.
At Kenny Brown. Happy to be here.
Okay. Now you
Now
can
you
say
can
Now you
bye.
can sign off. All right. So I've been Danny. I've been your GM for the evening.
Star Wars.
Star Wars. And you've been.
You've been.
Oh, I'm always Chunk.
And you were playing.
Steve Johnson.
How do you forget that name?
Steve Johnson.
Yeah.
Jedi.
I'm Amber. I was Barry Rand,
I'm Rajra Carlo.
also known as Kenny.
Also known as Kenny.
All right. Yay, we did the thing.
All right.
Yay!
Okay, goodbye,
Thanks,
guys.
everybody.
Thank you for following.
I'm gonna do this correctly.